Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, my God. We're going to get the stream started in a second. I'm going to send the link out everywhere. Y'all know what the vibes is. You came here early. You're watching this on the playback. Go ahead, drop a like. If you're watching this on playback, leave a comment of your favorite moment. Timestamp it. Always helps me to see what's going on later on in the timestamp, see what moments y'all liked. I can do more of that. I can feign it. Also, patreon.com/pottymouth. If you like this content and you want more of it, for $20 a week, $20 a month, you get 3 episodes a week. It's the best outside of business. We are the podcast for the working man. So patreon.com/pottymouth. I'm sending out this link right now, blasting it off on Twitter. I'm going to put it inside our Discord. Put this shit in our Discord. Where am I at? Here we go. What's going on? What's going on? Add everyone. Damn, that's not how you spell that. Add everyone. Boom. Oh shit, wrong thing. Here we go. Let me paste that shit, nigga. What the fuck they got going? Oh, there you go. Damn. All right, boom. Paste it inside our Discord. Everyone on stream. Put this on my IG story quickly. Actually, I can start playing music while I put this on my IG story. Come on, y'all. Let's lock in for a second. Let's lock in, y'all. Let's lock in. Yo, I'm dropping frames again. Nah, we're good. We're good today. All right. It ain't drawn. Last time was out of pocket.
Yo. Got me in a vice, cause she shake ass like she's ISIS. I don't contemplate the things that I do before they get done. Niggas say that he winning, but it should look like we won. Uno, yeah, who's the one you need me? 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 Who's the one tired on the bed before she gets she's to me? Freak out in South Beach with the bus like my nickname is the Green. Free raise your son, he look good at me. He been here since the basement. Nigga talk about what on road coaster. He never seen a pavement. He never seen a deal when getting this mode before. He's never seen a deal when getting this mode before. He's never seen a deal when getting this mode before. He never seen it. Yo, out of my devices, I just turn to my vice. This shit got me in a vice, cause she shake ass like she's ISIS. I don't contemplate the things that I do before they get done. Niggas say that he winning, it still look like we won. Uno, yo, who's the one you need me? 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 I'm the one you need. For real. Yo.
Yes.
Sometimes I just get it. I get going. For real. Hey. What's the bound to hunt me down? They gon' need like 10 with 100 rounds. Your cuss won't beef you in the ground. If you don't see me, then he not looking. If you don't see D, where the fuck he at? I be outside in the truck at. I be outside with a bitch so tall, nigga, look up, see where the money at. I be outside with a guy so long, nigga, ask me Diamond, you the son? Nigga, ask me Diamond, you the one? For sure skis, WNBA floor seats. I'm at the game with the lady who probably could coach him. It get heated in here in my bedroom, looking like Eric Spoelstra, the culture, for real. Hey, the notice emotion, I got it. The potion, I shift in the childish. My wallet is stat, my bitch is stat, that's facts, for sure. My bad and average HOF cut, just look at the stats. I'm up there with the babe, the roof is none in me. I mean, the coupe is nice, but how the fuck I'ma drive out squishing my knees? How the fuck you, man, all you do is dick right on your knees? How the fuck you created all you did was dick eat off of me? How the fuck? What's the bound to hunt me down? They gon' need like 10, 100 rounds. If cuss won't beef you in the ground. If you don't see me, then he not looking. If you don't see D, where the fuck he at? I be outside and chug at. I I be outside with a bitch so tall, nigga, look up, see where the money at. I be outside with a guy so long, nigga, ask me, Dom, are you the son? Nigga, ask me, Dom, are you the one? For sure skis, playing in here, but it's 4C. Got some shit on my shit like it's 4D. I'm going hard till I'm 40. Then I'm taking a break to let y'all get y'all shit off. I'm too raw, I married Bischoff. I'm in the mall like I want this one. I'm on a call like out of zero. Won't sell out like decent marrow. Peas in the trap, my slimy, watch your back. Like how you boy is hit. Like baby, let it rip, yup. Once the bound to hunt me down, they gon' need like 10, 100 rounds. If cuz on beef, he in the ground. If you don't see me, then he not looking. If you don't see D, where the fuck you at? I be outside and shrug at. I be outside with a bitch so tall, nigga, look up, see where the money at. I be outside with a guy so long, nigga, ask me, Dom, you the son? Nigga, ask me, Dom, you the one? For sure ski, WNBA floor seats. I'm at a game with a girl who probably be coaching. In my bedroom looking like Eric Spoelstra, the culture for sure. Yup. For real.
Was this a case of Mendes having his cake and eating it too?
None of these niggas have motion except for me.
In my mind, I think about murder and shit. Mama told me that we proud of me still. Came a long way from serving in it. Back to a trap and I had that shit lit. Mad at myself cause I'm stuck in the bitty. Too many chances, I can't like 50. I blitz long, I can't like 50. All of my dick, you ain't say no diddy. Created a wave like, nah, no, really. Made this shit hot, now you following suit. Drink my go, but I ain't following a suit. Niggas play me, we gon' get him a suit. Get him a casket and bury me deep. None of my hoes from the area and race. White bitch play, I spit in her face. White girl, I ain't never so hard. Hard for y'all to play your parts. Keys so big like Kingdom Hearts. All my ops, they falling off. All my ops, they over 30. Niggas need to start a family. All that bitchin', that ain't mainly.
We need to give him Brogdon.
Like I mean it. DOM, I will.
Ain't up to me, bro.
Yup. Pop out in the bitch like a jack in a box. Your man and you a dot. Manifesting lots of losses. When it happened, Damo cost it. Tape around me, movie costing. Bitch cranking like Steve Austin. Hop out in the bitch like Kerry and Calkin. Shooting it 3 like Pierce and Boston. My highlight tape like Tavon Austin. My wrist like Miss.
It's Monday.
My young boy slutty not missing a
talking
body.
about? No
My young
pod
boy
drop on
popped, I
Monday.
give him a band. I show you niggas how to break bill with your man. I stay on top like dot on papers. Raise them just like Kane, I'm able. Pussy. These niggas telling lies and fables. Niggas telling lies, y'all praise them. Niggas ain't on shit I know. Can't stand on shit, they pigeon toe. They go whenever I say go. You go lower, I go lower. See you like I play in both. In my mind, I think about murder and shit. Mama told me that she proud of me still. Came a long way from serving in it. Back to a trap and I had this shit lit. Better myself cause I'm stuck in the bitty. Too many chances, I can't like 50. I list long, I can't like 50. All of my dick, you ain't saying no ditty. Pussy. Yup.
We need W talks. W tired. No, we gonna talk about it today. We gonna talk about it today. Today we gonna talk about it. What happened to the working man? There's never been a Monday pod, bro. What we doing?
Well, hello, potty mouth.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Today is Monday, July 13th. It's 5:32 p.m. here inside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's a smooth 85 degrees outside. Not too hot, but it's like, yeah, I mean, it's warm enough. This past weekend, amazing weekend, y'all. I mean, everybody. I hope everybody had great weekends. I hope your penis got touched on. I hope your penis got licked on. I hope if you have a vagina, I hope whatever you want to happen to your vagina happen to your vagina. W.I. Whatever the expectations for your vagina is on the weekend, I pray that happen to your vagina. Word. Yeah, I mean, we here today. Listen, my Friday stream got fucked up. I don't know what was going on my internet, but we were dropping frames at like an alarming rate. It was nasty. Like shit was disgusting. We wound up having to turn the whole PC off and disconnect the Wi-Fi and all that kind of shit. We finally got to work, but by the time we got to work, we were like, it's too late. So we just streamed over on our Twitch. It was on twitch.tv/OFATGod, which is nobody really follows that. I don't stream on Twitch that often. I don't even have it listed as one of the places to follow me at, but I be in there every so often. I kind of like my Twitch being hidden. You don't gotta, you know what I mean? When I go live on Twitch, I'm usually being messy. And I was being messy. I was. Messy Dom did pop out of the woodworks again on our Twitch stream. It did. But you know what? Today's not a Twitch stream. Today's a YouTube stream, and I will not be messy. And that's peace, man. And that's peace, bro. Honestly, bro.
Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that.
That's really where I'm at in life these days. I'm trying to find myself and be happy. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to find myself and be happy, bro. That's all life is about. That's all life is about. How y'all doing today, chatters? How was y'all weekends? First and foremost, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope that, yeah, I'm saying y'all had a great time on 4th of July part 2, which is every weekend until the end of summer. Every weekend until the end of summer is just 4th of July part 2. And what that means is if you live in the trenches or a poor neighborhood or predominantly black one, predominantly white, doesn't matter, but you live in a poor neighborhood every single night for the rest of the summer, you will be hearing fireworks. And that's just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Is it a nuisance? Yeah, but sometimes it's at the vibe. Like, yeah, no, like sometimes you're in there cracking shit and you just, the fireworks are going off in the backwards. The fireworks going off in the background. You ever heard Drake's song Fireworks? We feel like fireworks. Come on, cuz. I'm in a pussy that I hear the fireworks going off. Come on, yo. If it feel like fireworks. W to everybody who keep going, let them shits grow off all summer. I ain't mad at it. Yo, chat is moving slow as fuck today. It is what it is. We'll see how this shit picks up. It probably is the title. Now, here's the thing. We did run this title last week. Fireworks every week, especially with the World Cup too. No, real shit. We did run this title last week on Friday, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it, so it might be played out. But I have no ideas what else happened. I know niggas talking about DreamCon. That's what Let's Keep It a Buck is doing a stream about, DreamCon. But I didn't go to DreamCon. I did not go to DreamCon. I don't know if y'all know this about me, and this may come up as a surprise. I don't hate nerds. I'm not like a 1980s bully. Like, I don't have like a disdain for people who like nerdy things, but we don't usually mesh well. Honestly, it's just like, you know, our cultural references are different. Now, not to say all nerds are like weird or corny. That's not true, but they have nerdy interests, and I just don't have those same interests. So some of the cultural references that I would like to make with nerds, it just don't. It just don't. We can't relate to the hidden shit with the fireworks in the bad gang. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's on you, broski. I don't know what you want me to do.
You ain't thorough.
I mean, that's not on me. DreamCon looks cool. DreamCon does look cool. I think last year we did a bunch of talks about DreamCon and what it's become now. DreamCon as a concept is just like the BlackCon event, which I think is a net positive for the black community. Like, obviously there was a desire for the black community to like all come together and have a space just to have fun and hang out and shit like that. And RDC World kind of made it. Now they made it just for like the black nerds, but people who are not nerdy are also pulling up. And I think that's fine. But every year there is one clip that fries me. And like, it's always like a rapper or like some nigga that's not a part of that community that's going there and try to act tough. This year it was YBN Almighty J, which who the fuck remember YBN Almighty J, cuz? Who the fuck remember, cuz? Who remembers him? This nigga was there, and it says full Almighty J almost got into a physical altercation at DreamCon after getting called a hoe for unknowingly annoying a fan while he was trying to get a picture. Why is he there? He's there because it has become the Black Con, bro. Like, if you're black, this is where you go in July. You go to Houston or whatever it's at.
Bro, that's how we talk. You know we talk like that. Like, damn, bitch, you tripping. Like, you know we talk like that, gang. Yeah. He said the wrong name. He said the wrong name. He said the wrong name. Hold on, I'm about to ask him what he said. Huh, what happened?
So the guy was trying to get his attention. Apparently he said the wrong name, which honestly, that's bad dick eating, by the way. Bad dick eats. That's bad dick eats, broski. Bad dick eats. If you're gonna recognize the D-list rapper, at least make sure you know the D-list rapper name, broski. You saying the wrong D-list rapper name don't make you more thorough. It's like, now I'm upset. I'm already a D-list rapper. You can't remember which one I was. That's insane.
Now, what you just said.
But then we see the altercation start to pop off, and it's like, oh, this is where we at with it.
I think you're home. Why you?
Off the walk up, YBN already pulling his pants up. He don't even go by YBN no more. I'm just calling him that because I'm too like SoundCloud era coded. And this nigga always gonna be YBN Almighty J. None of them niggas go by YBN anymore. All them niggas YBN to me still. I don't give a fuck. He walked up on his pants up on this nigga. And then
I think you're home. Why you?
At first, I'm like cussed on business. I'm like, oh, that's kind of gangster. Hold on. Did not expect that. Where's my drop at? Where's that one at?
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Did not expect him to stand on business. I'm like, oh shit, we got a live one here. We got a live one. Then I looked at cuz and said, no, that's not happening.
You call me a hoe.
Cause I just called out to you.
Look at this nigga face, broski. Look at this nigga. The moment, now listen, I'm not no tough guy. I oftentimes I tell you on this podcast, I'm not a tough guy. I am tough guy adjacent, as in like I'm from the trenches and I know we're tough guys, but I'm not a tough guy. I'm not the shooter. I'm not a killer. I'm not none of those things. But as a nigga from the neighborhood, when I see a nigga like this, the last thing I want to do is press him. Look at cuz. Cuz got the smoothest ball head I ever seen in my life, and he looked like a fucking square. These type niggas you leave alone, bro. Like, these type niggas you leave alone.
Out to you. I called him a hoe because I just called out to him. I'm so sorry.
And then he copped the plea immediately. He thought he was trolling, bidding on some joke shit. Nigga sound like that. He said, oh, I'm so sorry.
I ain't hear you, bro, but I heard when you said I'm a hoe, gang. Don't do that, gang. Don't do that, gang.
By the way, and now his this nigga groupie in the background trying to put pressure on a nigga dressed up as Sora. Nigga got a key sword. Yes, he's dressed up as Sora. Cuz outside with a key sword and you trying to walk up on a nigga. What? You don't need to put this full court press on him. This is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It doesn't need to happen.
Oh, gang, don't do that, gang. Don't do that, gang.
Yeah, he wasn't serious.
Don't do that, gang. Don't do that.
He wasn't serious. He's good. He wasn't serious.
At this point, by the way, my first watch, I thought he was standing on business. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was about to buck back up.
It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
This nigga, this face right here, he said, hold on. These niggas pressing me? And this the moment when I first watched it, I thought, oh shit, the cuz just peep, he getting pressed. The cuz just peep that there's a full court press on his body. And how does one respond to this? Because this shit could have got wicked at this moment.
I'm just saying, don't do that, gang. Ain't gonna call me a hoe, gang. Like, don't do that, gang.
You're not a hoe, bro.
Yeah, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah. He ain't gangster. He's not built like that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I beg your pardon.
Nah, you're not a hoe, bro. You can't make that face and then cop more, please.
Yeah,
I respect Kyle.
We ain't doing that, then.
I respect Kyle.
Let's do it, gang.
We good. Can I get a picture or
Yeah,
something?
come on, gang.
Yeah. Oh, no? I can't get a picture?
No, you can't. Yeah, you can.
Get one on the street, man. I'm going to get off the street.
Then asking cuz for a picture after getting to our kitchen is disrespectful. And then during the picture, YB and Almighty J try to sun him and grab his head, which I think is crazy. But, you know, ball up top, bro. Ball up top. This whole situation was useless and futile. Like, YBN was clip farming, trying to be tough with a nigga dressed as Sora. These two communities do mix awfully. It mixed like water and oil, my nigga. It's niggas dressed as Sora and niggas who used to be former fake SoundCloud rapper tough guys. Like, twin, these two communities should never be in contact with each other ever. They shouldn't be, but they are. They are, and I think that's the beauty of DreamCon. I ain't gonna lie, I do think that's the beautiful part of it. So many different parts of the black community, whether you're nerd, you're blurred, you're tough guy, you're a streamer, whatever you are coming together and coexisting. Now, I do think every year there will be quick clips like this, and that will cause like conversation and talks. But I do think overall, it's a net positive that so many different types of people can come together and so many different types of like black people can come together and all like hang out under the same umbrella. Just like, this is a con for us. Fubu, for us, by us. I think that's thorough. But this nigga is a bitch ass nigga for trying to press a nigga dressed as Sora. I ain't gonna lie. That's bad presses. Bad presses. There's more pressing matters. There's more pressing issues at hand than pressing a nigga who dressed like Sora. In my opinion, though. That's just me, though, gangster. That's just me. Big brother. But you know what? Everybody else's opinion is different. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be living by different things. I want to show y'all this tweet I saw today. This shit overly fried. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm a bar goer. You mean Cream Con? Yeah. You're nasty as fuck.
I would have danced to her.
Kill yourself, nigga. You're nasty.
I'm such a fat fucking chud.
Call that shit Cream Con around me one more time and I swear to God, see what happened to you. Don't call that Cream Con. That don't even sound, it sound disgusting. Like, I know it's like a bit, and I'm bitten too. Like, I'm doing a joke. But like, that shit don't even sound, Cream Con? Ew. Ew. Nigga charge this nigga said I was at a discharge convention. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Y'all was at the discharge convention, everybody. Ew. Why were you there? Are you a doctor? Like, are you a vaginal doctor trying to help women with their like microbiome? No, I'm just a gooner. Kill yourself, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you, my nigga? Like, nigga's not even a gynecologist. You know what I mean? These folks is regular people at the Pussy Mucus Con. Ew. You're nasty. Discard convention. The discharge convention is nuts. That's where niggas said. This nigga said was at. Good biomes. Nigga, I don't know why I get to the eyes. Nigga said he's at Sperm Con. Yeah, bro, kill yourself. Yeah, bro.
This lasso was designed to bypass the untrustworthy nature of man.
Yo, nothing you could say. There's nothing you could have did to get me to say that sentence out loud. Sperm Con? Niggas at the erectile dysfunction convention. Nah, he good. Who's good? No, but none of y'all are good. None of y'all are good people. None of you are good people for talking about Sperm Con and Baddie Con and Discharge Con. I'm not rocking with y'all. Like, y'all my folks, and I'm rocking with y'all based off that. But anything other than that basis, y'all start saying shit, I'll be like, I can't co-sign that, big brother. But I see how you got. I just can't co-sign that. I can't co-sign that. Also, by the way, before I switch gears to my next topic, I want to make sure that I've talked about this on Friday's stream before I got messy. I want to be clear about my stance on nerds. My stance on nerds is not that, like, I don't think y'all cool people. I know a lot of nerds. I think a lot of this community are people who love anime and nerdy shit. I have my own nerdy interests. But I do think my nerdy interests are like coworker nerdy interests. Like, I do like superhero properties. Like, that's my shit. And I see all the movies. I see all the shows. I might pick up a comic book every couple years or so if there's an interesting run happening. But it's like really like, you know, mainstream nerdy shit. That's me personally. Some of y'all be like really deep into the nerd shit, and I don't be there with y'all. But that's cool though. Like, I don't gotta follow y'all everywhere y'all go. But I do think my biggest issue is like, y'all be stanky. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Y'all be stanky.
I beg your pardon.
We talked about this on stream, bro. My man Matt, he's a PM, said that he had went to a house party at that joint, bro. Cuz said he went to a house party. He walked in. He had to smell himself 7 times because he kept smelling somebody. He kept walking by and be like, "Is that me? Is that?" If I gotta ask if that's me too many times, I'm leaving because I know it's not me. Like, fragrances is my shit. I love this. I like you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm big on noses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on scents and things of that nature. So like, if I gotta smell you too many times, I'm not doing that, bro. Ball up top. It's chalked. I'm not doing that. That's a lie, bro. That's not a lie, bro. Some of y'all be funky. Not all of y'all. I think some of y'all take care of yourselves. I like Discharge. Yo, Cressy Swag thought. First of all, they're trans. You can't come in chat saying that as a trans person because you make me want to be transphobic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, you know I'm not transphobic. You know my heart. But don't come in and say I like Discharge. That's insane. Don't, you know what I mean? That's like all Discharge ain't bad, but like, you know what I'm saying? Machiavelli said it didn't stink. Do we trust her? I don't know. I just got on the phone with my crush. We talking about it. That's the level of sloth they speak of in the Bible. Fuck you mean he had a double take 7 times. My nigga said he kept walking. Be like, is that me? He knew it wasn't him, but he was like, I keep, it's too persistent of a smell. I'm just a silly boots, y'all. Chill. No, we know, but like, don't do that. Don't be coming in. Yeah, I mean, I love Discharge. Sight, scent? Nah, that's crazy. I'm out. You're sight over scent? You trying to rank the senses? Cause It's 5 senses, right? What is it? Sight, taste, touch, smell, and what else? Oh, hearing. Yeah, sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like I could be blind. Like being blind is scary a little bit, but at least I can still hear and I can still like deaf is the worst one to me. I could imagine a world without audio. That would suck. A world without audio would suck. A world blind is like, all right, it's, you know what I mean? That's peace. Touch. If I had to rank the senses right now, the 5 senses. All right, come on, hold on. Let me pull up a notepad. All right, we doing this, y'all. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. We doing this. Here we go. The senses ranked. By the way, listen, the senses ranked. Number 1, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Number 1, I'm going smell. Number 1, I'm going smell. Number 2, I think it's the easy one. I'm going hearing. I'm going hearing. Cause sight, I'm not gonna lie, sight is a bit overrated as a sense. Like, I think, like, you know, we all love it because we get to see bad bitches, but like, it's a lot more things that make a bitch bad than like seeing her. Like her smells, her hearing, excuse me, like how her voice sound, how she feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a bunch more things. Now, number 3, I'm not gonna lie. It's not good. Number 3 is sight. Number 3 is sight. I'm not gonna lie. Number 3 is sight. It is. Cause it's not bullshit. It's a pretty big joint. Like I enjoy seeing. Like if I couldn't see, then like I couldn't play games. This is in general. I enjoy seeing. I do. But I feel like the world is pretty accommodating to blind people. Right? Like, okay, so what? I can't watch Marvel movies. I can listen to them, no? Like, you give me, like, I can listen to, like, a podcast. That's still dope. I would just be super podcast bull. Like, fuck do I need to, like, see? I can just listen to everything. Sight, you know what I mean? I'm going there. What else is it? It's touch. We got sight, we got hearing, we got smell. It's taste and touch. Oh, taste number 4. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Taste might be higher than touch. Nigga said that I could go without hearing. I like silence. Yeah, but like the first time I heard White Bone, that's an experience. I need that. And then we got touch. Because what does touch even mean? Like, I can't feel shit? By the way, because, like, if I can't feel shit, I'm kind of a superhero. Like, if I can't smell, I can't feel shit at all. Like, granted, like, sex will be useless. Like, you know, I can't come and shit like that. Sex is useless. But I already don't. So that's like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But, like, also, I can't feel pain. I could be a superhero. Touch is underrated? Nah, I don't think it is, man. I think touch is perfectly rated. Taste is underrated. Taste is underrated for sure. Nigga said, no, I lost my senses. I lost my sense of smell from COVID. Damn. You one of them niggas who really lost their sense? I thought that was like a myth they made up. Damn. No, touch is my love language. No, touch is one of my love language too. It is, but like, yeah, you right. Hold on. It's hard to rank them though. It's hard to rank them because I feel like they all important, but like somebody got to be last, bro. Like somebody got to be last. That's a problem with lists. Like somebody got to be last. Like You see what I'm saying? Like, something got to be last. Without touch, without touch, you could be injured or dying and not know. That sounds thorough to me, actually. That sounds thorough to me, by the way. Like, imagine you get shot, you don't know, you just die peacefully. You just like, oh, I'm a little sleepy, and just go to sleep, and you just don't wake up. Like, cool. Like, there's no fear of dying. You just like, oh, shit, I died. That's kind of thorough. That means your nose don't work. You pretty much paralyzed in a sense. Hold on, but like, is that what that mean? Every man says touch is the love language. By the way, we do gotta talk about that. They said that about the nigga KC too. But I do think it's different levels of touch. When niggas, listen, when I say touch is my love language, I mean like holding hands. When I say touch is my love language, I mean like I want to draw circles on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? When I say touch my love language, that means like when we outside, I just got my hand on your knee. That's what I mean when I say touch is my love language. It's like I like to touch you to feel reassurance. Like when I say touch my love language, it means like I'm gonna groom you. Like if your hair is out of place, I'm gonna put your hair back. There's a little lint in your eyes. I'm gonna grab that. Like that's what I mean when I say touch is my love language. Niggas be like, yo, touch my love language, and they mean I want to touch your pussy. I'm not niggas. I'm not niggas. I'm not niggas. Actually, I recently learned that as crazy as it sounds, the moment I like a bitch a little bit, I don't even want to fuck you no more. I'm cool. Sound crazy, but I'm like, we can just catch a vibe, yo. Why be sex ruin this shit, bro? Just catch a vibe. Just hang out. Yo, come on, yo. Let's turn on Vampire Diaries and hang out. By the way, this is the most like I've had so much sex thing a man can say, but yeah, I mean, this is like it's a very specific experience. I think that I've had so much sex that is like pretty much meaningless. A lot of meaningless. It was just like I was fucking this girl, her and I, you know what I mean? But then I realized all the real relationships I've had that meant something to me, we didn't have that much sex. And that was cool to me. Like we're just talking and hanging out and chilling. Actually, my perfect version of like non-monogamy these days is like I want a girlfriend just to hang out with, and I want a girlfriend just for sex. 2 different girlfriends. Hugs, just being close to people, not word. I like closeness. I want to cuddle and never. I want to cuddle butt naked but never penetrate. Real nigga shit, bro. Niggas not really lovers like me, bro. I'm a special kind of lover, bro. I'm a special kind of lover. Like I wanna manufacture the feeling of yearning while I'm in your presence. Niggas not even understand what I'm saying. Like I want to manufacture yearning while I'm with you. I have you. You're right here, but I still want to yearn for you. That nigga's not hearing this. That nigga's not hearing me, bro.
Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that.
It's different with the DOM. I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I mean? My shit's set up differently. I don't know how we end up to ranking the census. Nah, let's link and sit in silence and just enjoy the feeling of being near each other. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yo, come over to the crib. You know what I like to do, by the way? One of my Jones is Dom is not like other girls. Chat. I'm not like other girls, bro. I'm not like other girls. It is what it is. One of my favorite things I've learned recently about myself is one of my love languages is cooking for people, which I think is like acts of service. Like I'll cook for you, but don't help me at all. Don't help me. Don't help me. Don't help me. Twayon, when I dead ass mean like you pull up a chair while I'm in the kitchen and just watch me cook. Talk to me while I'm cooking. I'm a walk you through what I'm doing too, but don't ever touch anything I'm doing. I got this. But like be here with me and just know that this is for you. And then like while I'm making stuff, I can give you a little taste test here, taste that. That's good, right? Yeah, I'm doing it to you. Yeah, I mean that's one of my love languages. Real, like it's real lover shit, guys. This is like niggas not on this lover shit that I'm on. Niggas not, it's different with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But let's make a day out of it. You come over, I start a little something, and then like I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot something. I didn't forget, but I'm making this a part of the foreplay. I'll be like, oh, you and I gotta go to the market together. And I gotta go pick up a piece of salmon or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So now like you and I in the market, walking through the aisles, holding hands, just holding hands. It's over there, right, babe? Yeah, go grab that one. We pick up 6 other things because you go to the market. Yeah, man, we all know. You go to the market for one thing, you wind up buying 6 other things. You know what I'm saying? You walk in, oh yeah, you get the salmon, also grab this, grab that. We holding hands, walking through the aisles, we get back. Yeah, man, now I keep preparing that. I knew I needed that, but I just didn't get it on purpose as a part of the full play. Get us out, hold hands. You niggas not loving how I'm loving.
Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that.
You niggas don't love like me, cuz. You niggas don't love like me. My love is different. It's pure. It's pure love. You know what I'm saying? Straight from Colombia. Sit down and play music. Don't touch my damn kitchen. Nah, word. Don't touch nothing in this kitchen. Don't touch nothing in this kitchen. Like, wallahi, please. I got it. I got it. I don't need you to chop nothing. Yeah, exactly. No, you can't cut no veggies. Do not cut my veggies. I don't know, cause when I say I want them a 1/4 inch stick. Do you know what a 1/4 inch look like? Can you eyeball a 1/4 inch, nigga? Can you eyeball a 1/4 inch? No. When I say I want you to julienne it, do you know what a julienne cut is? No, don't touch my fucking kitchen. I don't know what your knife skill is like. First of all, you ever see a woman hold a knife who can't cook? I'm like, you holding it weird. I seen a girl hold a knife like this and was chopping. I'm like, you got no control of that, John. I grabbed the knife, I hold it like this, and I got like the back half of the blade in my hand, so I got full control of it. I can slice this way, I can go this way. I got like you holding it like this, like a fucking Neanderthal. You ain't here Neanderthal like handling my utensils. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, I'm not. I don't like none of that. I don't enjoy none of that I don't enjoy none of that you got going on. Don't do that with my items during my din. Maybe at your house when it's time to cook, you can do that and I can watch you struggle. But at my house, don't touch nothing in my kitchen. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Shit. Yo, what a quick aside that turned into a great aside. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I saw this tweet today on the timeline. Now, granted, I'm a big time bar girl. We all know this. I love trying like random bars. I be going downtown or like in Fishtown or Manayunk. I be like, I'm gonna try a new bar. This person went to a bar. I don't know where this place is, but this is the most millennial bar of all time. Actually has bar. Niggas, house rules. It's frying me. A bar that has house rules is a bar that I don't want to be in. House rules. The bartender is always right. No, he's not. He's retarded, actually.
What that mean, nigga?
Secrets we got, I never tell. Fucking matches. The ground she go. My demon. I knew he was gonna come in eventually. Nigga said, don't be a dick. Respect our house and each other. No sports, no politics, no religion. If I walk into a bar, and I hate walking to bars like this. I don't know how many of y'all like go outside and like just be outside in like public spaces like bars. But I've been to a couple bars where you walk in and they don't got sports on the TV, which sometimes I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's a Tuesday in the summer. What sport is on? Baseball always. I'm like, turn the baseball game on. Like, it's just like, it's part of the routine. I don't ever want to be in your bar and fucking Young Sheldon reruns is on. Why you got Netflix on in the bar? And then I can't even hear it. I think that if you're gonna be a bar that don't play like sports, you want to play TV shows, that's fine. But you gotta like get somebody to screen record like the IG reels or like the YouTube shorts of the TV shows edited down. Screen record this a whole bunch of them and play that shit on loop for an hour. Like, I'm not about to sit and watch the whole episode of Young Sheldon, but you get like 20 seconds, like to a minute of a show, sometimes 2 minutes, I'll watch the fuck out of that. No sound, no subtitles. No sound, it's just on. So We can't talk about anything that make us human and is a part of our environment. Got it. No, they want you in there just like trying to fuck. This is like the freaky horny sex bar. Nigga said no sports, no politics, no religion. When I'm supposed to talk about my penis? When I'm supposed to talk about my dick? I went to a bar with no TVs and never went back. A bar, I'm not mad at a bar with no TVs, but you gotta have like these new bars. You have like these digital jukeboxes where like you can download the app on your phone, put some money on the joint, and then like the money translates to like whatever currency, and then from there like you can like play songs. Gotta have that. No TV's a vibe. Let's do drugs. That's insane. By the way, if you go to a bar with no TVs, they're definitely doing drugs in there. You could probably buy drugs in there. That's the place to buy cocaine. Dom, you ever been to a bar called Cousin Danny's? I think in West Philly. I've never been to Cousin Danny's. Is it a vibe? How white is it? Also, is this how I'm learning that Crusher Swag Thought is from Philly? People playing straight bullshit on them digital on the digital jukeboxes. Oh, I'm people, bro. I'm like, I get on that joint, and I immediately just start playing my playlist. Bro, I ain't downloading no app at a bar. That sounds like hell. Well, you don't gotta download the app. You can walk up to the kiosk. There's also a kiosk you can like get money out and like pay there, but that feels like too much too. That feels like doing a lot as well. So I just be on some like, I'ma download the. Also, I be at bars, and a lot of these bars, it's the same system. So if I get the app one time, all I gotta do is just geo connect it to like whichever one's near me, and now I'm near. I'm a real bar goer. On 50th Street? I've never been here, bro. Should I go here? Cousin Danny's. I've never been here. I was like bands play here and shit like that. Let me tell you something. I definitely never been here. I walk into a spot like this and I see like a stage where some like underground band plays, some emo band plays. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Cause what if I'm there and that start happening? Ew, get away from me, yo. Why am I listening to two 27-year-olds all like fucking try to like pretend to be Paramore? I don't want to hear that, bro. Please get out, bro. Don't do that. I'm from Baltimore, York, but I be running up. I got it. I be walking in the bar like Jarvis, play Learn Chinese by MC Jin. First of all, I be wanting to play some bullshit, but they don't got every artist, bro. What was in there? Oh, it was there was Core had got popular on TikTok a while back ago and have reminded me of like all of my favorite Core songs. I went in, so I was hanging out with somebody. We were like playing Core in a drive, and I was like, I can't stop. So I walked up to the Touch Tunes, and I was like, yo, I'm about to shop. I had no corn in there, bro. Corn? That's nasty. Come on, man. What I'm doing, man?
I would have danced to her.
I'm asking for porn sounds. No, it had no core. That shit fried me. And then I was like, oh, maybe a little bit of Zan Man. Because sometimes I be in the mood just like, I want to listen to no Zan Man. It was no Lil Bucks, no Leaf Ward. I'm like, they be forcing me to make the whole playlist Drake. They be forcing me, gang. They be forcing my hand. Like, I don't want to do it. Like, I be trying to freak it. But they be like, nobody else, it be on there. I'm like, fuck it. I'm giving you this Drake playlist then, cuz. Ball up top. Yeah, I mean, get ready, listen to fucking Outside Tweaking 6 times in a row. Get ready, it's coming. All of these girls on my Instagram, they gonna have OnlyFans. Yeah. We could be outside tweaking. Word. What we doing? Tell you what, at least they be dancing at those white bars. At least they be dancing at those white country bars. They be hitting those swing dances. You can dance at any bar you want to, bro, but you gotta have the confidence. Also, this bar that we're currently shitting on posted this. Department has worked 0 days without a jackass asking us to turn the game on. Bro, imagine you walk into a bar. It's a bar. It's a bar, my nigga. You walk into a bar on a football Sunday and be like, yo, can we turn the game on? And then a bartender calls you a jackass because you didn't read the house rules. First of all, I'm not finishing my drink and I'm not tipping you. I'm not paying for my drink, actually. I'm leaving. Who the fuck you think you talking to? Get the fuck out my face, nigga. You're a bar. Turn a fucking game on, nigga. The Eagles is on. Bars be running the Dwerk side up on Dom because they know his hips move crazy. What did that even mean, bro? A bar with no TVs means you're either gambling or the bar gotta have games. Gotta have games, right? Facts. You can only dance. Facts. You can dance at any bar, but I still don't want to be the only one. People just start staring at me, bro. I'll be at the bar, start thrusting his dick in the air. Do something about it, nigga.
I would have danced to her.
Yeah, I mean, if you catch me twerking outside, join me or mind your business. That's it. That's all you got to do. Like, if you see me outside twerking, join me or mind your business. Like I'm having a good time. And if you not, that's cool. But mind your business. I'm throwing this dick in the air. I'm throwing this dick in a circle. This dick is getting thrown. I'm tossing his penis. Yeah, I mean, it ain't up to me. Not going back and forth. Dwerk high. All right, yo. We good. Dwerk high not crazy. All right, big brother. You know what? Then you got it, man. You got it. Turtle top 5 Naruto fights. You walk into a bar and they play compilations of anime. I'm walking out. Anime and compilations of anything, unless it's like LeBron James highlights. You turn on Tavon Boone. You turn on Tavon Austin highlights. I might lock in. You turn on random athletes from the 2010s of all sports highlights. I might lock in. Like, I walk in and like some Jeremy Shockey highlights on. I'm locking in, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Jeremy Shockey tight end highlights. It's a highlight reel of him throwing fucking blocks. Ooh, I'm locking in. Chat. You never seen a man lock in harder. I walk in his fucking Keon dueling highlights. It's Keon dueling Milwaukee Bucks highlights on. Oh, I'm locking in. I walk in and it's fucking Eddie House coming off fucking down screens. Just on the TV. I'm locking in, bro. That's something the bar I need to be at. So that sound like my bar. That's my bar, actually. Jordan Matthew highlights, Quincy AC highlights. You walk in a bar and it's a Riley Cooper highlight tape on, set to fucking Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. Come on. I'm doing it to him. I walk in a bar and I got a Baron Davis highlight tape on, set to fucking Change Clothes by Hove. I'm going stupid. I walk into any bar and I see Josh Smith Atlanta Hawks highlights set to any Waka Flocka song. Oh my God. I'm there, broski. I'm there. Nigga said, I went to a bar and they was playing Fail Army compilation from YouTube. I turned right back around. Went to a bar one time and they had on sumo wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. I walk into a bar and like they be playing weird sports. I'm there. Whenever I walked in one time, they had like the Ultimate Tag Classic on. And like you gotta realize, whenever there's a weird sport on at the bar, somebody requested that sport. The bar was empty before you walked in, right? And now there's maybe 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people, 5 people. It's a slow day. It was just one guy there at 11 o'clock He came in and asked the bartender, "Yo, bro, can you turn this on?" And the bartender was like, "I guess you're the only person here," and he knows all about this sport. He knows everything about it. He knows the athletes. He knows the stats. He knows the rules, all that shit. And like 3 other people come in, and he explains it to everybody. Everybody locks in. I've walked into a bar one time and they were like playing like the tag, like the world championship tag shit. You ever seen that shit on like ESPN? It was a nigga who knew like all about it. He knew all about the sport, bro. I was like, who? I'm like, what's this tag? And everybody was like, yeah. I'm like, somebody requested this? But it was like, it was me. I was like, you watch this? He's like, yeah, that's my shit. I was like, so what? How it worked? And he broke it down. We had a great time at that bar for an hour just watching that shit. It was pretty fun. I'm scared. I'm scanning the crowd looking for the sick fuck that requested the pickleball championship. Sometimes, bro, you gotta go with the vibe. Sometimes you gotta accept, like, you know what, I'm doing something weird today. Do so weird. Today, my homegirl called me, right? My homegirl called me. Yeah, the perfect time of the weird sports on TV, music videos on the other, and some simple shit on main. Yeah, turn on Jeopardy on main. Today, my homegirl called me because last week was my homeboy birthday. She was like, yo, I want to take Tyre out for his birthday. I said, all right, cool. She called, first of all, my homegirl called me with plans, and then I got with her and realized she didn't have a plan, which fried me. You ever link somebody who calls you to make plans and then you get to the hangout session and realize there's no real plan? She texted me at 10 o'clock this morning. I'm up. I go, yo, what's up, bro? She said, yo, bro, you want to go to Tyre's birthday this past? Yo, you want to go out for his birthday? I was like, yeah, for sure. Let's do something for his birthday. I said, what you want to do? She said, oh yeah, let's go to Lock Bar. I looked up Lock Bar. I never been, but I heard of it. On Google, that shit said a plate was $60-70. I said, woof. Fuck. Don't know if I want to do that. Also, it's his birthday, so I know Doris and I picking up the tab. I know, like, me and my homegirl picking up the tab. I'm like, fuck. I don't know if I want to do this, man. But I'm like, fuck it. It's my homeboy for her birthday. I gotta do it. So we go. Quickly, I realized there was no plan. Quickly, I was like, she was like, all right. I got in the car. She said, yo, what you think about this? My first thought was, I thought he was doing this. But I'm like, fuck it. I could be fluid. She said, oh yeah, I think I want to do like this kind of spot, like a BYOB brunch spot. I'm like, that ain't Lock Bar. Lock Bar is a left my wallet at the crib type activities. The call was the plan. No, word. The call was the plan. I'm like, all right, cool. I guess. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna do like a brunch BYOB type spot. I said, all right, cool, we can do that. She said, you got. I was like, you got one of mine? She said, yeah, it's this place called Somo in Manayunk. I say, oh, if we go to Manayunk, it's a spot over there called I forgot the name of it. But like on Mondays and Tuesdays, they got a 25-cent wing special. So if anything, we could just go do that instead. Cause I'm like I said, it's his birthday, and I'm like, we gotta pick up the tab. I'm trying to spend as least money as possible. 25-cent wing at the bar. I'm like, if we already go to Mania, we can do that. She said, all right, we'll see. I knew that moment that wasn't happening. She's like, yo, we gotta go get a bottle because, it's BYOB. Now, mind you, I'm with 2 niggas who don't drink. 2 non-drinkers. Y'all don't even drink alcohol. Y'all like, they like, yo, Don, what you want to drink? I said, I drink tequila. They said, why niggas trying to drink tequila? Niggas not trying to take no Taylor's port? Huh?
I beg your pardon?
Don't fucking embarrass me. Don't fucking embarrass me. Don't fucking embarrass me out this joint, y'all. Don't fucking embarrass me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We going to BYOB and a B we pull up in a B we pull up with is Taylor's port. Yeah,
I beg your pardon.
Don't do that to me, yo. Don't do that. Don't do that. Fried me overly fried me. I'm like, no, we getting a bottle of tequila. They trying to play for being alcoholic. Twin trying to play me with alcoholic. They not trying to play me. They were just getting high. Bro, I was in the car with these niggas. We riding around. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot how much weed smokers smoke weed. Yo, weed smokers be smoking weed all day. It's like, how do y'all get shit done? Like, I'm an alcoholic, yeah, but I don't drink. If I drink all day, I'm useless. I drink for a set amount of hours and then I'm done. I catch it and then I'm done. That's it. Weed smokers smoke weed all day. I'm like, how are you just... Twin, homegirl came pick me up at 12 o'clock. When I hopped in, when she texted me, she said, yo, I don't have any backwoods. Grab me some backwoods. I said, I got you. I walked to the store, grab her some backwoods. We hop in the car immediately before we pull off. She started rolling. That couldn't wait. She said, no. Then she said, oh yeah, we about to be my other homeboy downtown. He knows of a dispensary that sells weed in Philly. Y'all just rolled up. What you mean we gotta pick up more weed? What you mean we gotta pick? What you mean? What you mean we gotta pick up? Y'all got how many times you like? I go, all right. So they smoke on the ride down there. We pick up more weed. They smoke again. At some point, both of them was rolling individual L's and passed it back and forth. Mike, I had a shirt on earlier. I'm like, I smell like weed. I left the crib smelling good. Cologne was busting. You mean? I hopped in the car. My homegirl was like, oh, what you got on? You smell good. I said, yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, it's a mix of some things. She was like, it's like cedar woody, but a little chocolatey. I'm like, yeah, I had to mix it. You know what I'm saying? It's a mix. I can't really tell you not too much, but yeah, I mean, I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, I did it to him. I hop in the car, my shit gone. My shit, I smell like marijuana now. You would have been with Dare commercial. Dog, it literally never ends. They smoke before they can do anything. They should be pissing me off. It didn't piss me off. It was more so just like, damn, I forgot. Weed smokers really do smoke all the time, bro. All the time. And I don't be smoking no more, but whatever. We wound up, so we go to Manayunk to go get the bottle. And so we pick up the bottle on the way to the restaurant. We had to stop at the CVS to go get mixers. We stopped at the CVS and then we realized the restaurant not even open yet. The restaurant open till 4, which I'm like, yo, cuz you didn't look that shit up. I look at my homegirl like, you didn't look up what time they opened? She said, no. I said, did you just assume they were going to be open? She said, yeah, it's a restaurant. I said, restaurants open at different times of the day. She said, I didn't know. So now we're sitting inside a CVS parking lot trying to figure out what the next move is. They roll up again. I was like, maybe y'all shouldn't smoke right now. We got to make a plan. I go, this is my fault, y'all. I allowed y'all to lead when I should have been more vocal about leading. I should have led more. So now I'm on my phone. I'm looking at spots. They say a spot. They agree on it. They say, oh, that sounds good. I said, all right, cool. But she was like, yo, it's on 4th Street. It's around the corner. I'm like, we in Manayunk. Ain't no 4th Street around here. 4th Street back that way. 4th Street back that way. That's not where we at. We finally look it up. It's 25 minutes away. She said, that's fine. I said, oh, you just fine with driving around all day? Because I thought we wanted to get out and do stuff. She said, no, we chilling. I was like, oh, okay. I forgot. You can't smoke weed inside establishments. So, like, the car is a safe haven. They're fine to be in the car all day because they get chief in the car. I'm like, oh, all right, I forgot. This is part of it. It's part of, like, the ritual. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, no, weed smokers need a group leader. I don't directly go to group leaders sometimes, especially when I'm invited to plans. Mind you, once I have to remind y'all, she called me with the plan. I thought the plan was set. I thought I just had to show up. I did not. We wound up getting to the spot. The spot is BYOB, but they don't allow us to bring outside drinks for mixers. I go, why? It's BYOB. I'm about to buy food. The fuck? She said, yeah, they tell me, yeah, it's a fee for your own outside beverages. I say, how much the fee? They say, I don't know. I asked the waiter, I said, how much the fee for my own? I said, how much is the fee for my own outside beverage? The waiter tell me $25 for my own outside beverage.
I beg your pardon?
Huh? I said, how much for my own outside beverage? He said $25. What that mean, nigga? That can't be right. This Red Bull was $7. You telling me you gonna charge me $25 to drink it?
I beg your pardon?
How that work? Explain that to me. What the fuck that mean? They wind up telling me, yeah, because we have beverages and we have a mixologist. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have beverages and we have a mixologist. So you just give the mixologist your alcohol and like they'll make your beverage. No, they not. They not about to make nothing for me. I'm taking shots and I was going to chase it with this Red Bull. The fuck is you talking about? Nigga said, no, you can't do that. $25. I said, cool. Now, silent protest. I'm in silent protest mode. Something about DOM. I'll be doing silent protest. Now I'm like, I'm not ordering the beverage at all. I'm not ordering the beverage. Bad sound when they call a bartender mixologist. They got to technically call it a mixologist because they don't have a bar to tend to. There's no bar to tend to, right? All the drinks they're making is with your own bottle. Like they don't have a liquor license. Silent protest, aka soaking. No, I wasn't soaking. I was silent protesting, gang. Nigga, he asked me, okay, he asked me, do you want anything to drink? I said, no, bring me ice. Fuck you talking about? Bring me ice. I'm drinking this tequila straight on the rocks. I don't need it. I don't need a beverage. You're not about to trick me. You can't trick me with with these Israeli games. You're not about to trick me. Get me using technology. Give me these venom. Not about to trick me, gang. So I'm like, I told my homegirl, I was like, yo, listen, this place on thin ass with me. This place on thin ass with me. I'm looking at the menu. I'm like, this shit hella expensive. I don't know. The food was good as shit. I can't even lie to y'all. I can't even. Food was good as shit. I was hating, but I couldn't even hate. The food was good as shit, broski. I took a picture of this joint. This joint good as shit. First of all, when the food first when like the food first landed, I'm looking at it like, the fuck? I ordered tacos. This ain't a taco. They wrap this bitch up like a burrito. That's crazy. They also said chips and guac. I thought I was gonna get some chips and guac. They gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chips and a tablespoon of guac. I said, that's not chips and guac. The fuck? That's a sample. You gave me a sample of chips and guac. In this vinaigrette. I'm like, yeah, they got me fucked up in this joint. I take one bite of this joint. I'm like, this joint good as shit. This joint, everything good as shit, bro. I clean my fucking plate, man. I did it to him. Shit was good as hell, chat. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Shit was delicioso. Yum, yum, yum. I can't even. I wanted to hate so bad, bro. I wanted to. But no, my homegirl cooked. You know what I mean? It was good as shit. You see what I did to the plate? I crossed the forks on the ass, man. Niggas never did that, bro. When last time you nigga when was the last time you see a nigga finish his plate and cross the fork and knives? Did it to him. It was good eats. Can't even hate. Don's protest was silent because his mouth was full. Yeah, you right, bro. I can't even hate. That shit was good, man. Like I be wanting to have morals, but like good food, erase that, bro. Like what I'm supposed to do? It's a restaurant. You got good food. All right, so what? Yeah, I mean, you got a mixologist back there. The cook downstairs did something different. Yeah, I mean, he did it to me. And they kept trying to come take my plate. I said, no, I'm not done yet. I'm doing a bit. Like I had finished the guac, and then I had finished the tacos, and all I had left was like a little bit of the vinaigrette, and like they had like a bed of salad on the joint, and I was like, I got a bit in my head. So I'm like eating the salad, like it was garnish. I'm eating the garnish, I'm drinking, I'm eating all this because I'm like, I got a bit in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna take this picture. Part of me, no bullshit. I almost grabbed the napkin and wiped it down for the bit. The caption says, "Shit was alright." Yeah, I mean, shit was alright. Yeah, I mean, it was nothing to write home about. Sometimes a bit be too funny, bro. Sometimes a bit be too funny. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let me see what else I got inside my bookmarks, man. What's going on? Oh, bro, did y'all see that video of that one lady who's not a stud but is a masculine presenting woman talk about how she fucked her barber or fucked the barber? Have y'all seen this video? There's some real good slop.
Sloppy.
Have y'all seen this? First thing first, understand that from how small her hairline was, I knew she was from Philly. This is like a Philly barber hairline treatment right here. I knew it. And then within 5 seconds of her speaking, I'm like, oh, this is the most Philly studdleman I've ever seen in my life. This is what I call a studdleman. It's a stud plus gentleman. This is a studdleman. And this young studdleman, yeah, I mean, they have a story to tell.
2 years ago, right, me and this one nigga had inappropriate relations, and before a dick ever even entered a pussy, me and him had a confidentiality agreement. We both agreed that we would fuck and then shut the fuck up. And I always shut the fuck up, but it's...
She from Philly? Yes. I hear it in the accent, bro. I know a Philly voice when I hear it.
So crazy that from 2 years ago till even now, people have asked me, did I fuck this man? And it's crazy because if it was only two people in the room, a thick-ass bitch with a lineup and a thick-ass Jamaican nigga who also has a lineup, and the thick-ass bitch with the lineup, shut up, the thick-ass Jamaican nigga is the only one that could have been opening his fucking mouth. Yeah, and it's just like, it's just so crazy that I really honored our agreement. And then to my surprise, 2 weeks ago, a bitch is in my live like, did you fuck your barber? Now this is my thing. Did I fuck my barber? No. Did I fuck a barber 2 chairs down from my previous barber? Well, actually 1 chair down, my bad. 1 chair down from my previous barber? Yes.
Now, hold on. Let's stop here. Let's stop there. Semantics game, I like it. Good semantics game. Did I fuck my barber? No. Did I fuck the barber right next to my barber? Yeah. But that nigga never cut my hair. Was he a barber inside my barber shop? Yes. Did he ever put clippers to head? No. So he's not my barber. Semantics, you fucked your barber, my nigga. Sorry to tell you. This was your barber. That was like if you fuck a barber that works inside the shop you go to, that's your barber now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, it's not my barber. It was my neighbor. That was your barber, cuz. Like, you went into the shop and like y'all all had conversations about the world and shit. And somehow y'all built enough of a relationship where sex got involved through haircuts. Like, you wasn't even in his chair. He was in the chair next to you. But somehow y'all built a relationship to get for sexual intercourse, for coitus to happen. That's your barber.
But I didn't do a story time about the one that was 1 chair down. I did a story time about the one that was 2 chairs down. So I'm thinking she talking about the one that's 2 chairs down. She like, no. I'm talking about such and such. She said the name. I said, well, how the fuck do you know about that? She's like, oh yeah, he's my barber. I guess he was trying to get me to fuck him as well. And he showed me y'all, videos and pictures. I said,
by the way, that's crazy. Let's stop there. It's crazy. That's nasty, man. That's real nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm such a fat fucking chud.
I don't know if this move have ever worked for anybody where like you try and fuck a shorty and you start showing her videos of another and videos you fucking another girl. You think that's supposed to like get her to be like, oh, I'm about to give it to you? It's not, broski. That's not how that works, cuz. It don't go. It's never going down like that, actually. That shot is never going in ever. It's never going in ever. Actually, every time you do that shot, she think you more weird. Game film has scored me, not gonna lie, bro. I'm never gonna not gonna lie to you. The only time game film has ever scored me was when it was solo. The solo game film has scored me before. The solo game film, you know what I mean? I get the showing the angles of how I stroke it. That worked. Disseminating non-consensual intimate media gotta be illegal. Is it illegal? Yes, it's technically revenge porn, but we're not even going from that woke of an angle. Let's go from a real nigga angle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like this is technically revenge porn. In the most states that is illegal. That's the woke angle though. Tired. The real nigga angle is that's not even good. That's not good hoops. That's bad hoops. Bad hoops. Yeah, I mean, that's like Denzel Valentine pulling up for 3 with 24 seconds left on the shot clock. That's a bad shot. Pass the ball around. Let's find a better shot. Let's find a better shot. Gangsta, we don't got to take that one. You don't got to take that one. You know what I mean? Just straight up, you know what I mean? How about you just like show her your game from your solo work? How you get down? I got a bunch of videos of me solo. I get it from different angles. You know what I mean? From the side with it, from underneath. Nasty.
Not only did the nigga break the confidentiality agreement, this nigga showing our inappropriate images. Mind you, I did that nasty, naughty photo shoot in private and in confidence. Like, and nigga, you just, like, nigga, not only was you the one who made the agreement, but nigga, you just.
So he made the agreement that they wasn't going to talk about it and then talked about it. Yeah, this nigga's a nasty nigga, man.
I beg your pardon?
He's a nasty guy.
Showing people all the shit that we did. And I was paid. Like, I never told nobody that in the midst of you having your penis in my face, you took that out and put your ass there. I never told people that you like your ass ate and you a Jamaican man.
All right, yo, I ain't gonna lie. And you a Jamaican man is what fries me because she appealing to a very specific part of Caribbean homophobia here. It's a very specific Caribbean homophobia she's trying to appeal to. I never told people that you like your ass shaped and you a Jamaican man. Not just you a man and you like you a Jamaican man. Also, I will tell you this, going straight from fucking her face to grabbing her head, palming her head, and going ass to lips is nuts. That's wicked. That's wicked. You got too comfortable during this because you was like, fuck, I'm having queer sex. Like, this is mass for mass queer sex. You got too comfortable in this queer sex. You did the most queer shit you could think of. I'm going fuck her face with this bow. That's insane, my nigga. That's insane. I'm not gonna lie. Listen.
Trying to find myself and be happy. I'm being serious about that.
I wouldn't have done that. That's crazy. Can't lie. Unexpected homophobia. I can't lie. She triggered me. Y'all, this slop is overstimulated. Now you gotta lock in, but it's good slop.
Sloppy.
This is a man. I thought it was this is a Studdleman. Yes, it's a stud. It's a Studdleman. Actually, she says she's not a stud. There's another video she talks. She says she is a mass presenting woman. She just mass presenting. She isn't a stud. She's mass presenting. But for our purposes, this is a Studdleman. Either way, it is a version of queer sex. Like, it's mass for mass sex, which is like inherently queer. It's inherently queer. Like, and he turned it up to 11 on that.
I never told people that. So why is every time I turn around, people asking me, did I fuck you? Not only that, but bro, every time we interact in public, you make it very obvious that something occurred behind closed doors. It's never just a normal interaction.
He wasn't keeping it P, bro. He wanted everybody to know that he fucked this Studdleman.
Fuck your homie dead.
That's nasty. That's nasty, bro. You gotta keep it P. Listen, I think in all aspects of any kind of relationship, sexual and passive prior, that's kind of like as the kids used to say a couple years ago, a sneaky link. The part of the sneaky link is like we do it in private and nobody knows in public. You gotta be sneaky, but you can't be overly running up to her, giving her hugs and shit like that. Chime in, I mean, what she talks about, you making it hot, the block hot. Not everybody looking at us like, oh, they got a little something. Not nobody supposed to know we got a little something.
Every time a nigga see me, he teeth and palms. His fucking smile up to here. It gets scary. And then aside from that, this nigga do shit like He'll dap everybody else up and then come and give me a hug or fucking nigga do not being literal, but you get what I'm saying. It's just like the nigga always doing something that was the opposite of what we agreed to, and then we fucked 2 years ago, and then 2 weeks ago somebody coming to me saying that you done showed them shit of us, and then you told me you deleted that.
Oh, he's a liar too. So now it seemed like the material might have taken consensually, but once the relationship was ended, she made a request for all of the material to be deleted, and he kept it. From a woke standpoint, that's nasty. From a peace standpoint, from a real nigga standpoint, that's even nastier. You gotta delete it. You gotta delete it. And she hit you like, oh yeah, like go ahead and delete our sex tapes, delete them Jones, bro. By the way, I've been in a situation before. I've been here. Where like, you mean me and Shawty be linking for a while and then like it end poorly, or like we have a big blowout, a big argument, and she go, by the way, delete all that shit. Now, me personally, professional double backer, I double back. When I double back, she go, you still got the videos? I'm like, no. You told me to delete them, John. She said, oh my God, I was joking. No, the fuck you wasn't. You was dead ass, but you was like being petty, and you thought that like that was gonna hurt me. Really, it hurt you because then you want the videos back. No, they're done. They're all out of my phone. I deleted them all. They was also in our thread, but you deleted our thread too. You shouldn't have did that. Shouldn't have did that. She must be fired. She's so fired. You gotta remember damn. Nah, bro. You gotta just like look at it one last time before you delete it and just commit it to memory. Just commit it to memory. You gotta watch it one last time and commit it to memory. Just like study it. Listen to what she said. Listen to what you said. Yeah, I mean, remember that night too. Remember the smell in the room. What it smelled like in your room that night. You had an incense burning in the camp. Like remember all of it and commit it to memory. And then whenever you in your memory goon, John, just make that part of your memory goons.
I never showed nobody you inside the bed after I done wrote a fat ass blunt. We done smoked together, had some shots. You off the honey pack, the poochie had you down. I never showed nobody that.
Real quick, hold on.
The poochie had you down. I never showed.
She posted cuz on the Summer Jam screen, dog. Summer Jam screen, you off the honey pack sleep. Not gonna lie, that would have had me like this.
Wallahi, I catch y'all on Ramadan, I'm gonna break my fast.
Don't post me off the honey pack, high as shit in the bed, taking a nap. And you got the thought headboard. Like, what we doing? Like, what we like this, by the way, this is bad. This is bad images. This is bad. If this image existed of me on the internet, I would have to like, yeah, man, we got to rumble down. And he had to bring reinforcements. Nah, honey pack being reinforcements is hilarious. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, where I land on like, you know what I mean, like dick pills and honey pack shit like that, it's sometimes not reinforcements. Sometimes it's like supplements. Like it's a supplement. I don't need it, but I want it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's how I think about it. Like, Saquon Barkley don't need a fullback in the backfield. He don't need a fullback. Like, Saquon gonna hit that hole and he gonna go regardless. But you give him a fullback, somebody to go clear that lane for him real fast, you know what I mean? Open up that B gap wider. He hit that jump. Yeah. Sometimes I need a fullback. That's all. Like, whenever I pop the blue chew, whenever I, you know what I mean? That's just a fullback. I'm gonna hit the hole. I'm gonna hit it. But like, give me a head start when I hit the line of scrimmage. Hitting the rigor. Who's the Eagles fullback? It was some nigga named Summerlin last year, but he tore his Achilles or some shit. He hitting the rigor mortis pose inside the Studdleman's bed. He is, bro. He's sleep. He's sleep, bro. He's not. They put this nigga to sleep. That Philly accent so nasty. When you gotta, this Philly though, it's Philly for you, gangster. What you want me to say?
Nobody that image. I never show nobody that image. So it's like, why the fuck would, I don't know. I'm breaking the silence though. I'm breaking the confidentiality agreement. Like, it's just broken because the nigga never respected our confidentiality agreement. And I respected it, and I'm tired of respecting it. Bitch, I got a platform, and I'm using it for evil. Fuck you, nigga. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, great slop. This is great slop.
Sloppy.
I saw that this video had got everybody inside a big uproar on the timeline because she posted on TikTok and went viral, and somebody posted it on Twitter. And she came back and made a follow-up video. Gangster, she's so gangster, bro. I love Philly. She's so gangster. Look at my demon.
So there was a stud on here that told an outrageous story about how basically...
My only request is if you're going to speak negatively about me, please throw it at there and be accurate with your information. Because first of all, I didn't even fuck my barber. It was a barber.
You got it. First of all, I love her. Good semantics. First, I love the biddy, bro. I love
It's
it.
not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
I love the biddy. She said, first of all, if you're gonna talk shit about me, at me next time so I can see it. I don't want to find it. I don't want to find it on my doom scroll. I don't want to like run into hate about me. I don't want to run into the hate. I want it to be added to me. At me with the hate. I hate running into hate. I feel her. I don't like when I find my hate in a wild. Why am I finding my hate randomly? This is crazy. Why you ain't tag me in the hate? That's nasty. Then she said, be accurate. I didn't fuck my barber. It was a barber in my barber shop. She's still playing semantics. She lying. That's your barber, gang. That's your barber. And it's cool.
And I'm not a stud. That was the first thing you led with. I'm masculine presenting, yes. But I'm not a lesbian. I make that very clear to the men that I deal with because I don't want them going around saying, oh, I cracked a stud, because it's not possible for a man to crack a stud because the moment that a man cracks a stud, immediately you're not gay.
First of all, salute to her. First of all, she on some new age shit with it. She's like, I'm a mass presenting woman, but I'm not a stud. I'm not a studleman. It's different. It's different. It's different. Like studs, yeah, I mean, are usually touch me nots. Yeah, I mean, they only giving strap and all that. That's not who I am. Men be fine shit to me and I be trying to crack them. Like, I'm just, yeah, I mean, but I do, like, this is like the queer fluidity that we did, like, yeah, I mean, that's real. Also, the most Philly shit ever. Only in Philly will you find a lady who is so masculine presented, but still like, nah, niggas be fine shit and I want to fuck some dudes sometimes. Only in Philly. Only in Philly. This is like, all of us are like slightly retarded here, man. Like, you know what I mean? But like, this is the kind of like shit that like you need for like progress.
You're dealing with a high functioning retard.
Only in Philly, gang.
A stud is a lesbian. I'm not a lesbian. But I just feel like to try to make it seem like I'm the sole reason that men do men shit is really weird as fuck. And to try to diss me when you don't have no lineup and your fucking hair never done and you don't look better than nobody, bitch, and you're a fucking cornball. Yeah, I don't appreciate no fake ass sophisticated stud getting up here and trying to be the alpha stud and police people. I literally will ball you the fuck up. That's the funny part about it all.
First of all, she got real Philly shit. I'll ball you the fuck up. I want you to know, I haven't heard ball you the fuck up in at least a decade. I will ball you the fuck up. And then she said, that's the funny part about it all. Hold on. This shit got, by the way, look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Philly niggas, when niggas get this face on you, they not playing, by the way. I'll ball you I'll ball you the fuck up. Like she not playing with her. Like she dead ass.
Stud getting up here and trying to be the alpha stud and police people. I literally will ball you the fuck up. That's the funny part about it all.
I will ball you the fuck up. And that's the funny part about it all. Like I mean, is she serious though? Like she probably sharp as shit too. Like she not playing with you. Like she catch you, she might really do it to you. I believe her. Every word. Alpha stud, you hear her though. Like, by the way, I love the city of Philadelphia. She giving you like quotables and she just say she not even thinking they quotables. This is why niggas like Beans is funny. Not Beans. Quill is funny. AR-Ab is funny. Meek is funny because it be quotables and we don't be knowing. We just be saying it. It be slight bids, but these not in the big bids. Because the slight bids is just like, I'll kill you. Sophisticated stud and crazy. No, she on one. Yo, this my demon, bro. I love her. What you talking about? Actually, I reached out. I tried to get her on stream. I said, yo, we got to come talk about alpha studs. She didn't respond, but that's peace. That's peace. Sometimes they don't respond.
You can say whatever you want and feel however you want, but you can't beat me and you can't do nothing with me in real life. So let's keep the internet shit real cute. Yeah, bro, what? Who the fuck is you? And actually, maybe get your fucking hair done before you fucking speak about me. It's never done. I was on a page. You look a mess, bitch. I don't like you, ew.
That's my demon, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I love her. I love her.
Bang! Bang! It's good!
This my favorite TikToker. I love my demon. No, she's my demon. I love her, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Philly is one of those places where, like, it's such a specific and unique culture that if you from Philly, you will immediately recognize and hear another Philly nigga. You like, oh yeah, he from Philly, or she from Philly, they from Philly. That's a Philly nigga. When I 2 seconds into a first video, I'm like, she from Philly. I could tell, cause like she upset for real. Like she really upset. Like she not taking as well the fact that niggas know she fucked that one barber. It's bothering her. So really fucked up behind that. But she's keeping it peak, but she bidding about it. And that's Philly though. Philly's like, yeah, I'm fucked up, but I'm gonna keep bidding through it. You know what I mean? Nah, we need an interview. I'm not gonna lie. If I link Miss Jelly to you, we not doing an interview. You know what I mean? I'm calling Gizzy, Guillermo. I'm telling Guillermo, come down. And her and me and this Stuttleman, we going out for drinks. We going outside. We going outside. We're gonna have a good time together. I'm gonna have her outside IRL streaming. Sometimes, by the way, I'm learning this. Sometimes I don't want to like talk to a nigga in the crib. Some niggas is like, yo, let's go to a bar and chill and hang out. And we talk there. You might do better in that setting. Dom want the strap. All right, let's relax. After Dom linked this young lady, we gonna see him tweet. A match presenting girl has never treated me poorly in my life. Notice it. Twin. I can't notice things anymore. Yo, this is why. By the way, I meant to tweet that on my private Twitter. I swear to God, this tweet was never my private Twitter. It did not. I tweeted this shit on main. Should not tweeted this shit on main. I did not mean to tweet this shit on main. Stuttleman is part of my vocabulary. Take that, bro. You got it. A big girl has never treated me poorly in my life. Noticing she hasn't. So you think I'm? Hold on, chat. 1 second. I invited Shorty to my crib on some chill shit, right? On some chill shit. I'm like, yo, come over. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make a little eats for you. We gonna cook and I didn't tell her to go make her eats, but I was like, yo, we can chill, we can talk. Cause some shit happened. I was like, I want to talk to you about it. Yeah, we could talk. But I had in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna cook for you. So we can cook. She didn't know I was gonna cook. I was gonna surprise her with the eats. She walked in and said, I got a surprise for you. Know what she brought me? Handmade desserts, my nigga. Handmade, my nigga. Bang! She brought me 4 of them. I got 3 in the fridge. This is 2 of them. I got 3 in the fridge. I ate 1 last night. Handmade. She talking about some. Yeah. I whipped the cream myself. Huh? I whipped the. What you mean you whipped the cream? I thought the cream came whipped. Like, what you mean you whipped it yourself? What that mean?
I beg your pardon?
She came through with desserts, broski. She came through with desserts. Good eats. And then she said, yo, because I know you be cooking and stuff like that, and I know you be making sauces, you needed, she was like, these mason jars are yours too. Keep the mason jars because I know you be needing them. I'm like, how'd you know I needed mason jars?
I beg your pardon?
How? Because I'll be making sauces and I don't be having enough stuff to put them in. She was like, no, the mason jars is going to be good to keep your sauces. Also, you like, it's an airtight seal on them, Jones, so they're going to stay fresh. How you know I needed that?
I beg your pardon?
How'd you know?
I beg your pardon?
All I'm saying is a big girl has never treated me poorly in my life ever. Ever. I start thinking back on it like, it be these skinny bitches is evil. Sometimes I feel Monique. You remember, some of y'all may be too young to know this, but back in the day, Monique, her whole comedy set used to be skinny bitches are evil. She right. Skinny bitches be evil, chat. They be evil. Let me go put these back in my fridge, gangster. Hold on. I ain't even tell her about none. She just felt a disturbance in the force, and she said, "Yo, I have a chance to go up in the rankings," and she took her opportunity. You know what? You mean throw the ball up? She cooked, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is a big girl has never treated me poorly in my life, ever. When I think about all the women who ever been sweet to me, the nicest, they big girls. It be these skinny bitches that be out, had me fucked up out this June. Got me fucked up. Not. You right. Yeah, I mean, I'm back. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
None of these niggas have motion except for me.
I don't know how people are here today. That's like we got a healthy stream. Healthy is a pejorative. But that's a lot. But there's like a lot of people here. But patreon.com/PottyMouth for more content. We are 100% back this week. Who the fuck is okay? Patreon.com. My fault. Hold on. I'm staring at my phone, chat. Let me I gotta send a text back. Cause I did open this and I gotta send a text. Patreon.com/PottyMouth. For $20 a month, get you 3 episodes a week. It's the best of us out of fucking business. Best of us out of fucking business. Nobody does it better than us, than the Potty Mouth boys. You already know it. Patreon.com/PottyMouth.
Spare some change? Got any change? Can you spare some change?
I think Forbes should be working on a Potty Mouth Watches video for this week. So there should be a Watches video for y'all to watch. Don be shaking in his boots when he hear big girl news. What did it even mean, brother? What that mean? What up, chat? What we on? I hope not the thumbnail. We're not on the thumbnail. We're not talking about the thumbnail. I might change it soon. Literally popped in and I'm finishing the video. All right, listen, Potty Mouth Watches video is coming this week. So W4, hold on. We do got a Potty Mouth Watches video coming this week. So go over and subscribe to Potty Mouth Watches on YouTube to go watch those Watches videos. They are fun. And a different side of us. Also, I don't think this is my best video yet. Oh, I'm liking the sound of that. Also, I gotta reset. I don't think I ever set up the payment for watches because I did not get that. We didn't get that money last month, and I checked it. Like, we did not get that, so I gotta make sure we get that. It's not gonna be this month because the 21st is coming up, but for August, because that just fried me. But yeah, go as watches. Listen, on watches, sometimes it be bangers, it be flops. That Logic video, Bang Force, like a real banger. This Bridgerton video was pretty good banger. We thought this one was gonna bang, it did not bang. But the comments did enjoy it. The comments like, wow, that's a really good idea. I like this idea. Nobody watched this shit. The newest comment was 5 days ago. I actually watched the first season of the show, but it keep going and going. Hardly anything happens. Yeah, I mean, Dom texted for like, you better add a new John. You better than the last one. I don't be doing that before. I don't be doing that. You know what I mean? I digress. Real quick, since we are on doing some slop talks.
Sloppy.
It's some real fun slop talks. One of my mutuals today on Twitter, he tweeted something I thought was real funny, and I want to talk about it real fast. Because I thought my demon cooked with this. He said he was having a stupid debate, but I'm like, it's actually like it's real funny because I understand where he's coming from, by the way. I know exactly where my demon coming from. This one of my demons, one of my mutuals on Twitter. I think he found me from an FD Signify video because he tweeted today about FD Signify. I was like, oh, that makes sense. He probably found me an FD video. It's one of my demons, my mutual. He said, having a silly ass debate, can a nigga platonically slide in the girl DMs? I thought this is really good slop talk, broski.
Sloppy.
I love slop. Y'all know me. I responded, yo, you want to be friends? Sound like you want to fuck, LMAO. You gotta let a failed talking stage turn into a friendship as God intended. I'm be honest with you, broski. I do think, because I understand where he's coming from. And I think Four and I talked about this too. Like, if you're dating you're actively dating, if you're like on the apps, you're on the gram, whatever, sometimes you can recognize that you and a person have chemistry, but it's not sexual or it's not romantic at all. It's platonic. But like on a dating app, we understand that if we match on dating app, there's some kind of like perceived sexual tension between us, or like even at least I thought you were pretty enough to like back. Or on Instagram, if you slide up in somebody's DMs, the context of that DM will always be, "Oh, you trying to fuck?" Like, there's no way to slide in the girl DMs platonically, which I think is interesting because sometimes it'd be like, there are women who I follow on the gram who I think are like mad funny, and not even like in like ha 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 you so funny I want to fuck you kind of way, but in like, no, like I think you and I have similar senses of humor. I think you and I enjoy similar media. I think you and I would be like really cool as friends. I think it'd be fun to hang out with. But like, how do you say that and it not sound like I'm trying to fuck you? How do you say that? There's no way to say that. The only way for it to happen is for you to like pursue a romantic relationship, let it fail, and then try to cobble together some kind of like platonic relationship. Because if you do come at her on some, hey, we should be friendship, I think most women are cynical, rightfully so, and be like, hey, this is like a ploy. He trying to run game and try to backdoor fuck me. So he'd be like, oh, you go, oh, I think we should be friends. Let's hang out. Unless she also want to fuck you, there's a high percentage chance that she will give you the runaround. Or even worse, by the way, you find her as just like friendly. You think she just friendly cool. She think you sexy cool and want to fuck you. And now when you say, let's just be friends, she overly going for it. And like, she's taking like the friend angle right now, but that's just the angle. She thinking like, y'all trying to like, as the girl will call it, slow burn it. No, there's no burn. There's no fire. There's no smoke. We're just friends. And that's all we will be. But that's a tough idea to try to sell to a woman. How do you slide into a girl's DMs? How do you meet a girl online and be like, let's just be friends from the rip? Because I do feel like it's easier to do in person. In person, if I met a girl outside, I'd be like, yo, I think you're cool. Like, you're cool as fuck. Way easier. Dude's been using the friendship angle to get pussy for too long for that type of DM to ever work. That's what I'm saying. Like, the friendship angle is the shit I expected. The friendship angle is a real angle that niggas be using. It's no way to like start with that. Here's some other replies to this slop tweet. By the way, this is slop. So reminder, we are doing slop talk.
Sloppy.
Slop. Niggas said, yeah, but most men do not have the social skills to do so. What that even mean? By the way, is this font shit? It's a woman. What that mean though? Like, she gotta break that down. Katana says, yes. I think it's a give and take type of thing. Let me see what she says. I have homies. Hold on. I have homies I'm cool as fuck with who slid on some regular shit and we just cool now. LMAO, don't come off flirty. It can happen. All right. Don't come off. But I do think that coming off cool can like just because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not overly flirtatious to begin with. I think to begin with, I'm overly like I'm on some chill shit to begin with. I'm like, let's just be friends. I be trying to rap to them. Like, I be trying to tell people. One of my ways of riz of how I talk to women, I just talk to women as people. I be just talking to them like regularly. So like, I'm not overly flirtatious to begin with. I think maybe that's where my wires get crossed off. Is like where like my wires getting crossed. That is how I flirt. It's a brand new world. Non-blue check accounts posting slop engagement tweets. Twin. It's a brand new world. If Dom don't call her mama, he not trying to fuck. That's not true. I be calling. No, wait. That's not true. I've called some women who are like, I'm like, mama, you gotta chill. But it's about how I say it. I'm like, mama, you tweaking. Yo, ma. Because sometimes mama just like, or sometimes I'll say mamas. You right. Because with my women, I'll be like mamas, which sounds way nastier, not sexy. Mama could be sexy. Mamas, not sexy at all. If I go mamas on their ass, we ain't no rhythm. When they said, I got to keep it on the timeline for a while and then just go to the DM to just be a familiar face. That's peace. Do boys friend zone girls? All the time. All the time. All the time. It depends. Here, it depends. It depends. She dressed like she worked with Josh at the movie theaters. What that mean? I took a 50 milligram of Adderall, but we're here 50 milligrams for it? What the fuck? Straight boys. Do straight boys friend? Yeah, all the time. I think that it depends though, because like some men are just desperate for like any kind of like romantic connection they can find. So some men do see a woman being nice to them as like immediately sounds of like romantic interest, when sometimes it just be platonic, and they fumble it because they don't know how. Other times men were like for something romantic and somebody they don't even like. They don't even have feelings for or like have a burning desire for, or even find attractive. But they'll force something romantic because options are limited. But I think that as you get older, I pray, because this has happened to me. As I've gotten older, I've friend zoned way more girls these days. I'd be like, no, you're like you'll be cool. The problem is being friends with a girl is hard, very hard. Because also, by the way, when I'm talking about like friends on a girl, it is like it's a failed talking stage. I'm like, yeah, it turns to a friendship, which is, I think, the way God intended it. God intended it to be a failed talking stage. Like God intended all of your women friends to be women that you possibly could have fucked or have fucked. That's most of my women friends today. Most of my women friends are women who I could have fucked or I have fucked. And we're just like, it didn't work. That's the way God intended it. Sometimes you gotta protect your friend and not allow any wiggle room inside in the friendship. Nah, word. I do that often. You and I wouldn't be good together, and it'll be heinous and devious for me to allow you to pretend that we got something serious. It's never gonna be nothing serious between us, and that's peace though. It be like that. Like sometimes it's like all it is just what it is. All it's ever gonna be is all it's ever gonna be. All right, let's continue with slop talks real fast. I got more slop talks, bro. I got more slop talks.
Sloppy.
I got more slop talks. Will I talk about the thumbnail today? Who knows? I don't know how people are interested in it. I think I have an interesting angle I kind of want to share with y'all. We'll see. I have an angle that I do want to share with y'all, but we'll see. I have more slop talks. Can I show y'all something that I got a real kick out of the other day? This tweet says, by the way, look at the account. Let's start there. Look at the account. Red Pill USA. So we already know.
I'm such a fat fucking chud.
We're dealing with chuds. We're dealing with fucking chuds. The chuddiest of fucking chuds we're dealing with. If one instance is a coincidence and two is suspicious, what do you call them when dozens of songs all have the same exact phrase? No way that's a coincidence. So my first thought was, when I heard this, when I watched this and I read it, when I read this, I said, oh yeah, we're talking about how like some things become popular inside the music industry or most creative industries. Like something bangs and then like most things like creative, it is a copycat lead. Like everybody's copying to do it. Like right now in music, everybody's looking for like a throwback dance track. Like everybody's like Nokia was like a throwback 80s dance track. The one Spin That is not that, but the one that got Phoenix Flexion is kind of like it's like 80s dancey, like cocaine disco kind of shit. It's all of it is like a copycat leak. So I thought that, oh, maybe they're going to talk about that. When the twist this video takes, you cannot expect it. You could not expect where this video is going to twist you to.
Y'all remember back in the 2010s when Nana was being played everywhere? Every artist, every singer, every rapper was using Nana in their songs. This is what I mean.
Immediately I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this area. Everybody would say, oh, Nana.
we singing.
So after,
by the way, and I'm like, yeah, I remember this. Nana was everywhere, and my brain opened. I'm like, damn, it was more everywhere than I remember it being. But I'm just thinking, like, as like somebody who listens to music and like listens to music industry podcasts and like understands it a little bit, I'm like, usually what's happening is like pop music gets generalized, and there's like a formula to it over time, mainly because producers and writers and like A&Rs are hearing like different things working other songs and think, oh, this is one of the hallmarks of what a song sounds like, what works. Like it's what happens, right? Like niggas be like, oh, I'm chasing this sound, I'm chasing this thing. This is I gotta put in this. And oh, nah became the thing. Similar to when everybody wanted Migos. There's a point in time when like every pop artist, they thought they had to have like the rap verse on their pop song. Before I talk about this, that I think Camila Cabello was the last girl to have one of those. She had that one song with Playboi Carti like 2 years ago now that flopped. Good song. I like that song a lot. And that Camila Cabello album wasn't bad. She had a Playboi Carti verse and a Drake and a Drake song. Oh, just Drake by himself, and that album flopped. I was like, it just wasn't in the cards for her. But was what I'm talking about. Like it'd be errors where like pop music is trying to do the same things of like, oh, this worked for this person, so it works for us. And I think, oh, nah, might have just been like the melody that everybody was writing at the time. Like one writer wrote it, and it became everything. Also, pop music, particularly, it be having the same writers working on different records. Like Benny Blanco might have been involved with all these records if we go look at the thing, and that'd be like Benny Blanco's pen. Like it could be something like that. It could be Charlie Puth pen on all these Jones going, oh, nah. Everybody just doing that. Nah. That isn't where he's taking it, by the way. He's not about to talk about how music is a copycat thing. That's not where he's taking it. He takes it the full schizophrenia route.
hearing that, me being who I am, anything the world tries to push, they always have an agenda behind it. So I did a little research. Nana is a Mesopotamian god. Nana is also referred to as, y'all ain't gonna believe this one, Sin.
I beg your pardon?
My nigga brought up Mesopotamian gods.
What that mean, nigga?
My nigga brought up Mesopotamian gods.
What that mean, nigga?
Nigga say you're not even gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. Nana actually means sin.
I beg your pardon?
You gotta love these kind of conspiracy theory, like brain dead chud kind of clips. This, by the way, Four and I have talked about this on page.com/pottymouth. Conspiracy theories is Unkslop. Like, this is Unkslop. Nobody under a certain age is like believing in conspiracy theories anymore. Like, and I'm not gonna say that because I do think maybe some people are, but outside of conspiracy theories be Unkslop. Conspiracy theories only work for dumb people. There's an amazing quote out there, and it goes, everything is a conspiracy theory when you know how nothing works. Everything is a conspiracy when you know how nothing works. Now, we just talked about how in the music industry, it's a copycat lead. One writer does it, then all the other writers start doing it because they think, oh, this is what happens in music. Oh, that worked for them. Let's put a nah song. That's catchy. People know that little nah thing. Let's do it. And that was just an era of songwriting. He's like, nah, it's not that simple, y'all. It's a Mesopotamian god. This nigga believed that Trey Songz is one of the clips inside of this inside a montage he played, was praying to a Mesopotamian god. I don't know if you know anything about Trey Songz, but Trey Songz is a rapist. I don't think he prayed to gods. I don't think he does. I don't know if you know anything about Trey Songz, but like, he rapes people. I don't think he's praying to any god.
Sin is his name. Nana, aka Sin, also has children, and most notably is his daughter Ishtar, where we get Easter from.
Stop. Hold on. Another hallmark of these videos. They got to break it down for you. Nana has a daughter named Easter, and that's where we get Easter from. Is that where we get Easter from? Is that truth? Is that real? It doesn't matter. It rhymed. And now I'm hooked. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that's true or not. It doesn't matter. He hooked you in. He walking on logical road.
Has children, and most notably is his daughter Ishtar, where we get Easter from.
Is that true? Is that true? Who knows? I thought Easter was the holiday in which we celebrated when Jesus came back from the dead. Apparently, it came from Mesopotamia. Who the fuck is thinking about Mesopotamia on Easter, my nigga? Who?
After reading up on Nana, it is said that one could petition him for help. He was responsible for guaranteeing abundance and growth, which would explain why his name was pushed so heavily during that period. During that period, clearly there was one songwriter who was prevalent across the entire board.
Now he brought it back. He said, y'all, listen, I do know a little bit how to, it's one songwriter who was writing Nana in all these songs. Not because that was like his calling card, because that was how he wrote songs. No, that's not what he was doing. He was trying to pray to Nana, to a Mesopotamian god.
Whoever wrote the songs, they petitioned Nana for abundance and growth, for which he is known for. He used Nana's name to gain abundance and growth, while at the same time having the entire world join in worshiping sin. And we didn't even know it. If you think I'm reaching again, y'all know that song by Trey Songz. He says, ooh, na, 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 put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. Listen, ooh, na, 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 put your hands in the air, put both hands in the air. What are you doing? You're worshiping Nana. Think of
Hold on, he cooked. I don't know if you know this, but if you put both hands in the air, you worshiping a nigga. That's a fact. Whenever your hands go in the air, you're worshiping a nigga. He had to break it down. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. Put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. No, he's worshiping them. Not just saying a catchy set of sounds, a bullshit melody to fill in the song and then kind of get the crowd interacting. That's not what's happening. He's won us all to worship Nana. That's what's happening. What kind of donut is he doing? Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
These is good donuts. You know what I mean? America runs on Dunkin'.
Yeah, I'm in the Aston doing donuts.
You gotta hear him, bro.
how many of us sang those songs during that period who didn't know and still don't know until now you're seeing this. We're literally declaring Nana's name, aka sin, which we should not be doing, sin which God told us to stay away from.
The breakdown, listen, Nana be sin and you praying to sin. Like, why you praying to a nigga named Sin? Hear what you doing. Like, it's this good slop, gang. It's amazing slop.
Sloppy.
Throwing our hands in the air in worship, singing to Nana, to this false god. A lot of those artists now, they've sold their soul. They probably sold their soul back then, and they knew what they were doing. It's all a big game to all of those people. They're gaining success, abundance, growth, whatever it is, all at our expense. And we're doing things that we didn't even know we were doing. It's time that everybody starts waking up. Like I always say, watch what you're listening to. Stop supporting these artists because they don't care about you. All they care about is money, fame, wealth, whatever.
Another good thing about conspiracy theories, like he does this a lot. We're like, it's two paths. It's logical roads. He says things that says logical. He start you somewhere and then walk you down. We're like, oh, that makes sense. Now, is that true? Who knows? It may exist in a fallacy, but the road in which you walk down is logical sense. Like earlier, he said, yo, listen, Nana, aka Sin, got a son named Esther, and that's where we get Easter from. Is that true? No, but it rhymes, so it makes sense. Some of them might be true. And then earlier he says, yo, it was one songwriter who was spreading across all this shit. That's probably true, but not for like us to worship Nana, aka Sin. That's not what, but it's a logical road. And then he ends with the logical road, and it's just the best donut he does. And it's the most truth he says. Is artists don't care about you. They care about money and wealth. Yeah. That's true. That's like the truest statement ever. Yes. Which appeals to like this version of like the Christian right, which believes people are, they're not wrong. The Christian right is right in this, which is, I'm sorry to say, they're right, that people are worshiping artists instead of gods. Instead of God. They are like people are worshiping Taylor Swift as if she is a god. And this kind of leads into that. These artists don't care about you the same way God will. This is just like, this is a Christian slop.
Sloppy.
They don't care about you. They are just using you. So stop being their pawn in their game because you're bargaining with your soul.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I heard that, and I don't know if the I don't know if the Nana method is closed. Y'all think they closed the door on the Nana method, or is it still open? Because if it's still open, I'll write a song with Nana in it right now, like tonight. I'll put oh nah. I'll put that in a song. I'll bring it back. I'll find the beat. I'll put it in there. I'll bring it back. Who says no to this? Like, have they patched it? Is Nana no longer working Blessings? Did he only have like a 5-year run in the middle of like the DJ Mustard era where he was like working? Was his era, he got 2 eras in history in which he was granting wishes? The Mesopotamia era? Or like the mid 2010s? The Nana Overton window is closed. Nah, bro, let's open it. I don't think so. Bro, can a God's window of like acceptance be dead? I mean, yes, obviously. There's some religions that we just don't believe in anymore. Obviously, that's true. UMG gonna bend you over because you let them songs play back to back. We gonna see if UMG gave me. It was like 1 second of each. If UMG gave me. Fuck it, ball up top, man. I'm not gonna lie. If UMG gave me. It was there were like 2 seconds of them. Like, it was a melody. If UMG is gonna get me, by the way. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was too many of them. UMG gonna get. He did play 2. I should have stopped it. You're right. I would have though. I'm trying to get the Nana method off. We gotta gather the 7 Dragon Balls and summon the God. You think that's who we summon with the Dragon Balls? Nana? I don't know how to summon Nana. You think if I just say it like regularly? What if I just make that my catchphrase? Like mid-pod, I'm like, oh, nah. I start saying it mid-pod, mid-stream. I just start saying it. You think like Nana will listen and like bring me abundance? Y'all think if I worship Nana for a week, we'll catch a banger? Because I think it's only one way to test this. I'm willing to sell my soul to Nana. Nana from the Mesopotamia era. You got to summon Nana and Dada. Yo, the Nana X Dada link up. Scary sight, bro. Scary sight. Niggas don't want to see that. Nana in the cut, that's a scary sight, broski. Bang! Nana in the cut, it's a scary sight. It's a scary sight. In a dark looking at a mirror. Nana work on the same rules as Candyman. Nigga said I gotta be in the dark looking in the mirror. Nana work on Candyman rules. I gotta say his name 3 times dark in the mirror. That's Candyman rules. By the way, I'll be honest with you. There's a point in my life where I was afraid to do Candyman. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Chad, all of us wasn't brave all the time. You gotta make an altar to him. Nah, bro. I'm done fucking. Nah, bro. I'm cool off witches. I'm cool off all witches and witchcraft, broski. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm straight. Supposedly, crazy. What am I do? Y'all want to do this? The thumbnail talks. I'm gonna do like another half an hour before I get off, and then I'm gonna text. In fact, let me text 4 now. They'll be at the crib at 8 because I think I'm gonna get off at 8 so I can start. We can start podding. Let me text our brother now. Gladio. Yeah. Because I do want to introduce it. I think it's interesting. I don't know if I'll go fully in depth, but I do kind of want to talk about it. I did put in the thumbnail. We could talk about it. Hold on, wait. Can I get more time to finish the video? You just said the video was done, broski. How much time you need? I didn't realize you was watching still. How much time you need, bro? Are you a chat? If you a chat, just type in chat. How much time you need? I've been the last few minutes. Okay, give me a rough estimate. You said 8. So 8:30. 8:30. All right. All right. I can do 8:30. That's peace. All right. Either way, I do kind of want to get into these thumbnail talks a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I want to introduce this topic. I don't know if we'll like fully dive into it today. Because I think it's so many moving parts, and I think that it probably isn't best fit for a stream. We probably do it on pod, or I make a video about it. It's one of those talks where like we got to build this conversation, but I do want to introduce the topic today. So what we're going to talk about is the degradation of the words incel and red pill. Now this has been on my mind for a couple years now. I can show y'all a link, a notes app in my phone in which I started to like conjure up a video idea of words that have lost meaning over time. And it's a few of them. And I think it's just due to social media, right? Let me see. Can I pull up? It's not on my phone. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I wrote this in 2024. In 2024, I wrote a notes app. Words that lost meaning. Ghostwriter, incel, pedophile. Those words no longer have meaning. Like they get thrown around so often. But I think the comment also oomph, one of my followers, you know what oomph is? OOMF. Used to be a thing that we say on Twitter. Where we would tweet hashtag one of my followers to shade somebody, but now Stan Twitter used that as like, I'm talking about a friend of mine's like, oh, my oomphy. Or be like, oh, niggas be like one of my oomphs. Nigga be like one of my followers. That's crazy. Woke too. Woke is the most degraded word inside Black American history, honestly. Also, crash out is another word that lost. Most words like AAVE, most words from AAVE have been taken from the original creators and then spread to mainstream audiences and lost the meaning over time. But to be fair, that is the case with most of the words on the list. Most of the words on the list originate inside like small niche communities or within like certain pockets or sectors of the internet. And the moment it leaves those sectors, it becomes mass consumption for everybody to consume. The words loses its meaning over time. Right? And I think incel and red pill are the words that are like currently going through that degradation. And I think this one fries me the most for a few reasons, right? Number one, incel and red pill have meanings and have definitions that are tied to like real bad communities and bad spaces on the internet. But as of late, they've been applying it to all men. It's not even men who are portraying or have these qualities of being an incel or red pill, just men they don't like. Nigga be like, oh, he have incel tendencies. Oh, he's a little red pill. I saw this video on the timeline today, and this shit fried me. Let me see. She didn't say the words incel or red pill, but the sentiment of what she was trying to say was there.
Casey didn't do nothing wrong. Rapey Casey? That's Rapey Casey. That's Rapey Casey. That's what he is to me. He is Rapey Casey. And I actually said it so much sooner than a lot of the shit that he said. The very first thing that he said, when he very first said the grandma comment, I was like, oh, you're rapey.
I don't want to do deep dives into Love Island talks. I don't care about the particulars of the show, but I do find it harming, and I find it alarming that a man who ain't really like leading into rape culture at all. The clip in which she is talking about is there was a girl on the show and they didn't have any sexual connection. Everybody else, Love Island is a show where people go on. It's horny, fucky, freaky island. they sleep in one big room together every night, and every night you can hear people fingering and making out and having a little bit of sex. And he was with a girl. He was in a couple with a girl, and every night she went to sleep, and he was like, "Yo, your grandma." Like, why you going to sleep so early? Let's have a little bit of fun. And people call him Rapey Casey for that line. Now, I do think that there are some things you can. It's tertiary at best to say that's rape culture, because rape culture implies like this possessiveness or this thinking a woman owes you sex. You're owed the right to her body sexually, which is 100% rape culture. But that's not what he was saying. He was like, we're in a relationship. We're on horny, fucky, freaky sex island. We should be like participating in this stuff. Like, that is the culture of the show. And she's going to sleep. And he got called a rapist, which oftentimes all these words will be lumped together. Red pill, rapist, incel. Fries me. Because it does delegitimize the word in the phrase when you apply it to everybody. The title of the stream says, if everybody is red pill, then nobody is. Right? If the word is applied to everybody, regardless of what they actually are or what they actually are portraying, then the word start to lose its meaning. Right? Let's talk about other words have done this too. YN or crash out. Crash out used to be referred to a nigga who would like throw his life away and murder somebody for the smallest of things in the neighborhood. Like, he was a nigga that you would call to go do the drills and do the hits. Like, he was a crash out. Nowadays, niggas be like, I'm a crash out, and this nigga be posting dumb shit on his Instagram story, curse people out. I'm like, that's not a crash out. He's schizophrenic. YN was initially referred to like the young niggas, and young niggas being like the young boys in the hood who walk around with the shiesty mask on in 90-degree weather. They got the sticks on them. They got, switches on the back of them shits. That was a YN. Now, YN is being referred to any young black male. It's the degradation of the word just to mean any man, anybody I don't like is a YN. Any young black man is a YN. Any nigga who is slightly schizophrenic and talks a lot on his Instagram stories a crash out. Any man who I don't like is red pill or incel, which is not what these words mean. So for a long time, I was pondering, what do people mean when they say these words? Because I have a definition of these words because I understand these communities. I've known about them for a while, and I'm a man. And as a young man who was in my early 20s during the TikTok renaissance of the manosphere, I felt a lot of this content. I learned a lot about this was. I didn't fall down the pipeline, but I knew a bunch of niggas who did. And also as a creator on the internet during this time, I know that I stopped a bunch of young men not that many, but I know I helped curb some young men from going down that pipeline, because I was like an active alternative to the manosphere red pill incel content that existed. So I wondered, what do these people consider manosphere red pill incel content? What do they consider this? Finally, a Love Island viewer tweeted this shit out. She is a person on the timeline, an account who have been making claims that one of the Islanders, KC, is incel and red pill coded. So she decided to make a threat. I've argued that KC leads into incel and the other men on Love Island are red pilled and been questioned repeatedly. So I'll make a thread on it because it's obvious to me, but maybe less obvious to others. So I want y'all to have the knowledge and catch it. Let's define incel and red pill first. Cool. Perfect. This is exactly what I needed. Somebody said sloppy.
Sloppy.
This is exactly what I needed. Let me zoom in some. I needed somebody to go out their way to actually define the word that they're using so that we all understand how you're using it. Because I'm like, that's not how the word has been traditionally used on the internet. So how are you using it today? I think it's okay to acknowledge that words throughout time and history will grow new definitions, right? Words will start at one definition, and then from there, over time, gradually go a new one. I think one of the biggest examples of this is a slur, bitch, right? Bitch, we all know is a female dog. It's a female dog, right? But we don't use that as to describe females' dogs. We're using that as a misogynistic term to like demean women. Women are bitches. Or sometimes men are bitches, but it's more so a word to describe feminine traits in like a toxic way of you don't like it. You want some bitch shit. You bitchy. She's a bitch. That's how we use it today. Also the F word, F-A-G. I'm not gonna say it right now, but F-A-G, niggas like, it's a cigarette. No, it's not. It's a cigarette. Or like a bundle of sticks. No, gay is a bundle of sticks. One of them two. No, gay means happy. But F-A-G is like a cigarette inside London. Like niggas be like, oh, I'm smoking an F word. But that's not how we use it. We use that word to describe gay people. Like it's a homophobic slur to describe gay people. So I'm okay with acknowledging that words have evolved from their initial meaning. I'm okay with acknowledging that words have evolved from their initial meaning. But for that to happen, the word has to take on a whole new meaning. A whole new meaning. We went from female dog to misogynistic words. Go say it right now. I'm not, big brother. I'm not.
Sloppy.
Like, bitch went from female dogs to calling women them. Different meaning. The F word went from cigarettes to like gay people. Different meaning. Different meaning. Totally different. So I want to see how they are using these words today. This person tweet out. Let's click on it. She said, oh, what? Let me move up. Let me chat up. Incel is an ideology based on extreme misogyny, the belief that society and women are to blame for men's lack of romantic sex, and these men harbor resentment towards women and society in general. This isn't completely wrong, but it removes so much context to what incel is. Incel didn't start as an ideology. Incel started as a state of being. Incel means involuntarily celibate. Somebody who cannot have sex because of whatever reasons. They're not sexually attractive. They can't hold a conversation, whatever it is, but they're involuntary celibate. They cannot find a partner who wants to have sex with them. Now, some of them do believe that it's women's fault for the lack of romantic success. But anybody who's believing this are people who are involuntarily celibate. So while it is an ideology, to subscribe to the ideology, you have to subscribe to the state of being. You have to be an incel. If you believe that you can't have sex, it's because you're not. If you believe that women are to blame for you not being able to have sex, then you're not having sex. You're just not believing in this out of nowhere. It's not coming out of thin air. The second one, she said, red pill. Red pill comes straight from the incel community. Already wrong, but let's keep going. These type of men also believe that society operates in a way that disadvantages to men. Then they promote harmful self-improvement and dating tactics to shift it in their favor and play the game. Not completely incorrect, but it is still wrong. Red pill does not come from the incel community. If you are an incel, involuntarily celibate, you two have taken the black pill. The black pill is just nihilism. It's like I've given up on trying and I'm blaming other people for my problems. That's the black pill. The red pill comes from the manosphere. The manosphere is like this interconnected web of online men content that is aimed towards men and mostly focused on self-improvement, whether it be workout content or financial content, all with the goals of better yourself to get bitches. That is truly what it comes down to. Like red pill content is like, you gotta see the world how it is. And the actual framing of the red pill comes from the movie The Matrix. And the movie The Matrix, it was the red pill and the blue pill, right? You take the blue pill and you keep living inside this fake society and this fake and whatever. You take the red pill and you actually like learn how it all works. And in their ideology, taking the red pill means, oh, you gotta just get money and get ripped and bitches will fuck you. Women are self-centered narcissists and only care about how ripped you are and how much money you have. That's all it is. So some of this is correct, right? Some of this is correct, but it lacks a lot of content. It lacks a lot of context. I have a clip I would like to show y'all from a Vice interview from like a decade ago, bro. Because incel and red pill ideologies are not new on the internet. They have been here for forever. They've always been here, but we have shifted the meaning of it and twisted it and stressed it so far and so thin that we are applying it to so many different people and so many different things that that's not necessarily like applicable, that's not necessarily applicable to. Red pill is ironically a woman worship. To be honest, you're not wrong. Like, I've always said this, like, the internet has this phrasing called, the women on the internet says male-centered. Oh, she's so male-centered. Oh, she's a pick-me. She's a bird, boy mom. These words are all all interchangeable. And most times it's referring to a woman who is saying things that men would like. Some women are doing it on purpose for monetary gain or to gain an audience or to get picked or whatever, to be seen in high regard to men. Some of these women are not doing that. Some of these men are not doing that. Some of these women are not doing that. Some of these women are just, that's how they view the world. They're not doing it because it's like, whatever. But, truth be told, that's how they view it. I think the idea of the red pill is very woman-centered. It's all about getting women. Like, oh, I'm getting money to get women. I'm getting ripped to get men, to get women. I'm learning all this shit to get women. It's a very woman-centered ideology, which is toxic in itself. It's a toxic way to achieve woman status, to get bitches. It is. But it's still like completely wrapped in, how do I get as most pussy as possible? This is a documentary from 7 years ago from Vice News. And I'm going to play some of it.
What is an incel?
It's involuntarily celibate. It's just something you are. You know, volcel is voluntarily celibate. Incel is involuntarily celibate, meaning you've tried many times and failed. And then there's mental cells, which probably best fits me, someone who can't form a relationship because of mental blockage.
What have you been diagnosed as?
Agoraphobia.
So let's stop there. This is 7 years ago. This is at the beginning of all of this mass hysteria around incel ideology online inside these communities. Why was there mass hysteria around it? Because there was a shooting back in the day involved by a kid who was a self-proclaimed incel, who wrote a suicide letter after he killed people. And they do talk about it inside documentary.
At UC Santa. Most of the world was introduced to incels when Elliot Rodger killed 6 people at UC Santa Barbara in 2014.
Police didn't have to search long to learn what motivated a 22-year-old gunman to kill 6 people and injure 7 others.
Before doing so, he posted a 141-page manifesto, mostly blaming women for not having sex with him.
And I will slaughter every single spoiled, stuck-up, blonde slut.
It made him a hero among some incels.
So that is where like this whole panic around incels started, because for a long time on the internet, these school shooters that we would see in like the late 2010s would subscribe to this ideology. They would be super online and be fucking incels. But one of the incel in which they decided to interview tells you how he describes himself. Incel is not an ideology. It's a state of being. And inside of that state of being, there are many different forms of it. Let's go. I'll play the clip again for people who might have missed it. Hear it again.
An incel.
It's involuntarily celibate. It's just something you are. You know,
What's incel? It's involuntary celibate. It's just something you are. There's no greater ideology. Well, there has been greater ideology attached to it. But at the beginning of it, and still to this day, we cannot remove this history from the word if we're going to use it in the same context. Like I said earlier, we're not creating new definitions for it. We're not creating new definitions. We're adding to the definition. So if we're adding to the definition and kind of expanding it as time is going on, we cannot remove the basis of it because the basis still matters. It is something you are. To be an incel is something you are. I have problems with people saying that all these men are incels or red pills, because I do think that that is a very particular level of evil that should be alone and stand alone forever. And it should not be attached to just normal misogyny. And I'm not trying to say it to minimize misogyny, but oftentimes in the TikTokification and the smartification and all this and all these amplifications of words, we try to make shit sound grander. We try to grandize these things when it doesn't need it. What you are describing most times, ladies on the internet, is just a fucking misogynist. You're just describing standard misogyny. Standard misogyny. Which is kind of like most men. Most men are just standard misogynists. Like that's under patriarchy, right? Inside a man first society, most men have never had to look in the mirror and deconstruct their hate for women or their superiority complex, so they walk around and carry that around with them. What's the point of division the two when one leads to the other? Because they don't lead to the other. One doesn't lead to the other. Is what I'm saying. Like, you can be a misogynist and not be a fucking incel. You could be a misogynist and not be red pill. These two do not lead to each other. They do not, like, okay, let's explain this. I think that as a person who has been socialized as a man my whole life on the internet, I've been not on my internet, my whole life I've been socialized as a man. There is some internalized misogyny that I hold still to this day, even though I try to do the work to like take it, like to remove it. I have misogynistic tendencies. I use misogynistic language sometimes when referring to women. I have misogynistic beliefs sometimes when it comes to relationships. There's just like this, it's ingrained in our society. Being a misogynist is bad because it disenfranchises women, but it also is ingrained inside our patriarchal society. And I think that is different than like harmful ideologies such as being red pill. Your standard man who holds some internalized misogyny does not mean he's red pill. Does not mean he's red pill. Red pill is something different. Red pill is like, I sucked at getting bitches. So I'm gonna listen to men who've never got bitches tell me how to get bitches. That's loser shit. It's a super woman-centric idea. It's super focused, hyper-fixated on women. When misogynists are not that hyper-fixated on women and women's needs and women's want or what a woman desires. Misogynists do not care about what a woman wants. Like a misogynist, like this, like the red pill ideology is steeped in like violent, and it's in this weird skewed version of violent misogyny, where like everything they do is informed under how do I get women to like me, but not because they value partnership or value women, but because they feel like they are old in their relationship with women. So they go out their way to make sure they get it by getting abs and getting money, like procuring the aesthetics of what they think women want. Different. And incel is different than that. Incel is a black pill idea, ideology. It is completely devoid of hope. It's I've given up on trying. It's nihilism. These are different. They don't lead into one another. They are all misogynistic, yes, but there are levels to it. And I do think that calling all things incel and red pill does delegitimize how violent and crazy it is. Like, KC does not exist on the same level of misogyny. I'm doing misogynist Olympics. The basics, all of this is bad and all of this is wrong, and I think that's fine to acknowledge that. But KC does not exist on the same level of misogynist as Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is a literal fucking sex trafficker. He's a literal sex trafficker. Literally, he sex trafficked women. That's not the same thing. People say that KC disrespected a black woman on Love Island. For sure. If you believe that he did, I'm not here to argue with your sentiments of what you believe disrespect is. But watch one fresh and fit clip and tell me if these things are the same. Tell me these things are the same. What I'm trying to illuminate here is that, like, I think the everyday male version of misogyny that all of us have internalized is fixable. It's fixable. Like, we're talking about socialized misogyny, and like, given the opportunity, you can teach him. You can teach a man out of that. You can teach a man out of that. You can pull that out of a nigga. Watch a fresh and fit clip and ask yourself, can he be rehabilitated? Watch Myron and ask yourself, do we believe he should be a part of our regular society? No. And I think it's harmful to be like, oh, all these niggas should not be a part of our regular society. It's like misandrous loser bullshit. And I just don't like it. It's just loser shit. Yeah, but if we're talking about Casey specifically, if we're talking about Casey specifically, his animosity towards Anaya came from being rejected, which is an incel origin point. By the way, you're here to argue about the show and your perception of a piece of media. And for sure, you can do that, but I'm not here to argue about the perception of the piece of media. I'm here to talk about exactly what was said and how that rates on the scale of like harmful misogyny. I think it is a hot dog hollering. Sorry, Dom. I don't know what that means. Harmful misogyny, like violent misogyny, and just like internalized everyday male misogyny, which I think we should separate because I think one is rehabilitatable. Like this nigga was like, the nigga KC was like, oh, I didn't get picked, so I found somebody who wanted me. He called her grandma and talked bad and dirty macked her. If that's like violent misogyny to y'all, for sure, that's your moral compass. That's your moral compass. That's your moral compass. I don't see myself in other men. I'm a grown ass man. No. And I think anybody who is want to make a statement about seeing myself in on a nigga on a reality TV show is less smart than me. It's not about that. It's about recognizing when people are overusing language and not understanding the language they're using, how if you continue to misuse words, how ineffective it will become. If you call every man red pill and incel, that language will stop meaning anything to you. It will stop meaning things on the internet. It will stop meaning shit. It will stop meaning shit. If you call every man red pill and incel, then the red pill pipeline that we all are afraid of young men falling down will be less scary. Because if all male content, if all men are just that, then what's the point? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? If I think you gotta confuse all the pills come from incels, it's different ways to cope about it. No, I know it's funny, it's not. I gotta find the document. I had a document. I couldn't find this today. That's why I didn't want to do this. I am just introducing it, but there is a document that I had. It was written by a scholar from UK who did like a deep dive on this, John. No one's saying Casey is Andrew Tate, but we're saying the statements he said are misogynistic undertones and red pill coded. They aren't red pill coded. They aren't red pill coded. They aren't red. That's what I'm saying. You can stop at misogynistic, but the extra language is like buzzwordy. Stop at misogynistic. Stop there, because it is misogynistic, and I think that is enough to call out. That's enough to call out and be like, we gotta fix that, because that's weird. But then you go red pill, niggas tune you out because that's not what red pill mean. You're talking to a man who was in his early 20s during the revival of red pill content. I know what it looks and sound like, and that's not it. That's not it. I heard some of the violent rhetoric. I've seen it. I know niggas in real life who I'm like, holy shit, when did you become this violent towards women? When did you start seeing women this way? When that start happening? Casey isn't that nigga. Casey isn't that nigga. He isn't. He isn't. And I don't think none of the men on that show are that. Also leads to another thing I want to talk about, because I do think one of the things that I think that I think people are missing the most about the KC thing when it comes to Love Island, and it's just different. You can see yourself in anyone any age. Not me. I'm not seeing myself in a reality TV show character. I don't see myself in people on reality TV. I'm a man with thoughts who's tempted to analyze a piece of content. I'm saying if you're telling me that I see myself in KC, I think that you are seeing reality TV as a litmus test for how society operates, and I think that is dull. Honestly, if you're asking me, do I see myself inside KC? Let's stop there. If you're asking me, do I see myself in KC? I will assume that you are seeing reality TV and Love Island specifically as a litmus test to judge people based off their real world morals, as if the show that y'all watched this summer isn't extremely produced and edited and not a real representation of how dating works IRL, right? So asking me, do I see myself dating wise, real world wise, inside of a fictional character? The person that we see in KC is a fictional character. That's not the real person that he is in real life, because the situation he exists in is not in real life. We're not seeing 24 hours of edited unedited content. It's edited and produced in a certain way to get certain results, to get a reaction out of the audience. So I like, you're asking me, this is like asking me, like, do I see myself in Goku? Like, not really, no. Like, Like, some people see themselves in cartoon characters, man. Come on. For sure. And I'm not one of those niggas. But cartoon characters are different. You're asking about a reality TV show, right? I do think a lot of people are being tricked into the reality aspect of it, right? You see what I'm saying? I think people are being tricked into believing like it's kayfabe. It's wrestling, y'all. It's wrestling. It's wrestling. Understand that the depictions that we are seeing are not true. It's wrestling. It's like is Big Show being is Big Show being 500 pounds, 7 feet tall? That didn't happen. It's Undertaker being like a undead wrestling zombie. That's not true. It's John Cena being a superhero. That's not real. It's wrestling. It is produced, and these depictions that we're seeing on our screen are not accurate representations of real life. So I do think that people who are attempting to apply the things they watch in Love Island to real world situations, to real world dating politics, which there is a politics to dating, and I'm not trying to demean that, right? That's facts. I don't see how that works. I also want to come back. Why isn't it a reflection of society? It isn't. Here's why it isn't a reflection of society. That's a great question. Here, let me pull up the tweet for you. That's because I think this is something that I wanted to talk about when it comes to Love Island as a piece of media and how people consume it, because I do think it's breaking people's brains. And every summer, the last 3 summers, I've seen it break people's brains more and more and more. And every single time, I just get a little sad about how people engage with it. People don't engage with it as if it's wrestling. Like engaging in kayfabe is like, oh yes, I'm suspending disbelief, but to a certain point, I know this is like fake. Okay, here we go. There's a person who tweeted on Twitter. I thought they had a really good analysis on this thing. This person, I followed them based off this. Their name is Black Cunt or whatever, Megan Bad. She said, Casey is the Ken doll that gained consciousness and decided he wasn't going to spend his life existing revolving around Barbie's storyline. Love Island is basically Barbie land, where Ken usually is just a supporting character and doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Ken has to pick Barbie or gets replaced with another Ken. Barbie isn't replaceable. Ken can't be the main character in Barbie Land. It's not designed that way. That's why men rarely matters when it comes to Love Island winners. They can be paired with a dog, for God's sake. The only reason I had a tiny bit of hope, whatever. Okay, I can read this. Only without a tiny bit. We don't gotta read it. We can read the last one. If I'm looking at it from a executive producer, reality TV standpoint, ratings matter more than historical trajectory of the show. I'm bringing it to final da. So let's talk about this for a second, right? I think this is interesting because I think all of us saw the Barbie movie, right? Did all of us see the Barbie movie, 2024's Barbie? Did all of us see this? Starring, what's her name? Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, right? I think it's a really interesting way to see it because similarly to how Barbie operated on like a real world misogyny thing, Love Island operates on that same way. So on Love Island, women are the main characters. All the girls are Barbie. Hey Barbie, hi Barbie, hey Barbie. And I've seen a lot of women talk about how they are. I saw a girl talk about this when she talked about Anaya. She says that every year I watch Love Island, I usually like I forget the word she used, but she was like she sees herself immediately inside the dark skinned girl. And this year the girl was Anaya. And I'm like, that makes sense. You found your Barbie. This is your Barbie. This is why Barbie, they make a lot of different Barbies, right? You got worker Barbie, you got Hollywood Barbie, you got dentist Barbie. It's different kind of Barbies, and the women find the different Barbies. I'm that Barbie. I'm this Barbie. I'm that Barbie. Anaya was people's, and in Barbie Land, Barbie can't be wrong. It's Barbie Land. You can't do wrong. But in the movie, which is Barbie, when they leave Barbie Land and go to the real world, Ken realizes that I don't gotta just look up to Barbie all the time. Like in the real world, Misogyny is this, and patriarchy is this, and I'm the leader. I'm the leader, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. This nigga, KC, started to operate on real world patriarchy, misogyny terms. That's not how this world works. That's not how Barbie Land works. Barbie Land don't work that way. Barbie Land works under, you pick your Barbie, you stand by Barbie. You can't hurt Barbie. You're fucking Ken. You're Ken. Ken don't get a backstory. You're just Ken. KC, being a Ken, thought, no, I want to have my own autonomy. I want to pick my this person doesn't like me. She doesn't fuck with me. We don't fuck with each other. Like, yeah, I mean, you know, whatever you would incel weird shit. Like he didn't get picked, which I do think that is minimizing. Like, man's feeling like that's true. Like he didn't get picked by her, and they were just put together. And people be like, they said that they didn't have any connection. I'm like, that. I mean, they didn't pick each other. They didn't have a connection. Is he wrong for saying it? Yes. In Barbie Land, you can't say that in Barbie Land. Ken, who the fuck are you to be talking like that, Ken? You shut the fuck up and you let Barbie do what she want. It's Barbie Land. Because on Barbie Land, there's no such thing as misogyny. There's no such thing as patriarchy. There's no such thing. Barbie gets her happy ending regardless of what Ken feels like. And I think this season perfectly portrays that. Like, what's the one couple name? Melanie Sincere. Melanie Sincere were a good couple. They were an awful couple, actually. Everything I saw, the nigga Sincere was like one of the worst niggas I ever seen on the face of the fucking planet. Worst nigga I seen on the face of the planet. But he stuck by his Barbie. And Barbie liked her. So Barbie stayed there. She was crying Barbie. And because of that, they got to the finals. If the show is about finding Love Island, and like finding the best couple, are they a good couple? No. The nigga was a dog, but it's not about that. It's about Barbie and her story. Barbie gets her happy ending. And I think that this is the part I'm talking about. When like, it's a piece of media. We cannot see it as a reflection of real life. It's Barbie Land. So anybody who wants to come and talk to me about like, let's look at the world. Let's acknowledge like Love Island as like, a place where the real world exists. I'm like, it isn't. It's Barbie Land. Is Love Island Disco better than watching the show? 100%. 100%. I never watched a single episode. I never watched a single episode of the show. Has so much fun. Has so much fun talking in the discourse. So much fun. Because a lot of times people are applying like, listen, something we talk about inside the Not Like Us rubric, people are applying social political commentary to it and are not using it correctly. They're using it incorrectly. It's one of those things. It's Barbie Land. Like it's not a real reflection of the world. It's Barbie Land. It's Barbie Land, y'all. It's Barbie Land. It's Barbie Land. This season, I believe the winner was Trinity and that white boy she was with. Everybody who watched the show been like, their couple ain't really that strong, but they've been together since day one. Barbie found her. It wasn't about Ken. It's about Barbie. We like Trinity. The people who vote in the show. By the way, I learned this too by just reading the tweets of people talk about this. People on Twitter be KCFC. They be fans of Anaya. They be fans of Sincere. They're fans of Trinity. Rarely people are fans of couples. Rarely. Most people are fans of a person. People be like, oh, I'm Mel Sincere. They do like couple ship names. But like, you're really rooting for Melanie, and Sincere is like, her kin. Yeah, I mean, Sincere is her kin. I do think I think that Casey's biggest problem is that Casey just suffers from when you're watching the Barbie movie, Ken not supposed to ever talk like that. Ken not supposed to speak. What's the one Reggie clip? Cameraman speaks. Cameraman talks. Cameraman don't talk. Ken don't talk. Ken say yes, Barbie. No, Barbie. Okay, Barbie. And I think that's the dichotomy in which we exist in. It's Barbie Land. Shout out to Barbie Land though. Shout out to Barbie Land. I just think that we gotta like separate the words, because I do think that we are diluting how evil some of these red pill and like manosphere niggas are. Like the manosphere, the manosphere as a whole includes like Kevin Samuels and shit like that. The manosphere as a whole includes Andrew Tate. The manosphere as a whole includes Fresh and Fit. The manosphere is like, it's evil. That's like different than misogyny. It's different. It is. Now, is the baseline of all this ideology misogyny? Yes. But I do think it's a difference between like everything just engraves like internalized societal pressure misogyny and like, oh, you just hate women on a different level. And it's different because I think one is rehabilitatable. And if you don't believe that men can be rehabilitated for being misogynist, that's your opinion. I think that's fine, but that's your opinion. I don't necessarily think I fall in that. Because I think when it comes to ideology like that, I think that if you teach a man how patriarchy also limits their expression, you can fix that. Sounds like people are doing to red pill what Republicans did to woke. By the way, I started off by saying that there are so many words in our history that are just like stripped away of their original meaning. Woke is the perfect example of this. Woke is the perfect example. Woke used to mean like a black people say that to each other as like, stay woke, brother. And it was more so talk about be aware of how the white patriarchal America wants to keep you down. And niggas who said this were like common things, like the real boom bap nigga rap about the pyramids and shit like that. That was like the woke nigga back in the day. Now just like having empathy for somebody else is woke. Being like, oh, I think it's a bad thing. Woke. Niggas be like, oh, I don't want to be the friend that's too woke right now. And it'd be like niggas be being like the most milk toast of too woke about the most overt evil thing. I think both are rehabilitatable but require different methods. I don't believe incels are rehabilitatable. I don't believe so. At least not society. Like at least not like on like a grand scale. On a grand scale, like you can't take 10 incels and like I believe you could take 10 misogynists and like slowly but surely weed out some of their internalized misogyny, weed out some of those things that make them hate, like especially when you teach them how patriarchy also ills them. Like you be like, twin, the whole framework and structure is limiting. They be like, oh shit, it is. I can't. Like you can do that, but incels. By the way, you're talking to a nigga who, when Twitter communities was popular, I was in, for research purposes, a incel Twitter community. I found one day. I was like, oh, I want to see what's in here. Those niggas are lost cause. Like truly, they believe the world is against them. Not just women, the world is set up against them. Like it truly is like this black pill. Now I know about that. I mean, yeah, that's we can disagree about we can disagree. I don't know. I don't think that I'm not saying every man is redeemable. I think some men are just like awful. But I do think that part of the reason why social standards exist and why these different structures to maintain control of others exist, because not enough people are doing the work to talk to others to deconstruct them. You see what I'm saying? Misogynists can definitely realize they're wilding. Incels are in their parasocial world where they're comfortable. Why would they leave? I actually disagree. Incels are usually pathologically hurt and rejected. 5 out of 10 misogynist men are somewhat redeemable. The majority of all of our issues are capitalism. Yeah, we're not going to get. Yeah, but I think that's a cop out. I do. I mean, I get what you're saying, right? Right. Capitalism aims to attack oppressed groups. And I do think the first part of like intersectional feminism is to like understand that women as a different part of the working class exist as their own oppressed group by themselves due to misogyny. And you compare misogyny with capitalism, it's how women weren't allowed to have bank accounts for so long. So I get it. Like I understand, like I know the point we're trying to make here, but I do think it gives out to like how violent and intentional misogyny could be in it on its own to talk about how it's capitalism fault. Like I think it's like we gotta focus on like fixing the like the societal structure of how we view relationships between man and woman, right? These like these societal categories they put ourselves in, man or woman. Like I get what you're saying, but yeah, I think it's different. Somebody said I actually disagree. Incels are usually pathetic, hurt, and rejected. Yeah, but misogynists are not those things. Misogynists just be people. They just be dudes. They just be guys. They just be guys. They just be guys. It just be like it'd be just the most dude of all time who's a misogynist. It's like, oh, you don't necessarily have a hate for women, but you also don't have enough respect for women to value their autonomy and see them as people. Versus incels who have been like pathologically and consistently hurt and rejected, build up a real animosity towards women. And like, I think that's a thicker skin to crack versus just a dude. Now, I'm not trying to, like, I know it sounds like I'm minimizing misogyny. I'm not trying to minimize misogyny because I understand its harms and how it affects how it affects the world, especially, like I said, seeing women as an oppressed group of their own. They are an oppressed group on their own, right? Outside of capitalism, they're on their own oppressed group inside the working class, the working poor, right? They are. Like, I want to acknowledge that once again. They are their own oppressed group, but there has to be some. When we talk about how extreme it could get, I think there are levels to it. And I think that one level is like, even if the number is 5 out of 10 might be generous, we can say 3 out of 10 misogynists we can fix. How many out of the incel do you think can be turned? Like, we're talking about extremists now. We're talking about extremists, extremes on either end. You're right, because misogyny would exist regardless. I was pointing out how patriarchy forces men to try to be providers and protectors, but can't protect themselves from the state. That's fact. That's fact. But even what did I read? I think that one of the ways in which misogyny to piggyback off the point you're making, right? We're talking about how misogyny forces men to be providers and protectors, and some of them, instead of and because of misogyny, because there is a class beneath them to punch down against, right? Because there's a class of people underneath them. They don't look up at the state and be like, if this is the state fault that I don't have the funds to take care of my family. They didn't punch down against a class which is lower than which is women. You see what I'm saying? I'm investing kind of validation. Wish me luck, y'all. Yo, good luck, twin. Good luck. Nah, they right next to each other. A recession has moved men more right-wing. Misogynists are just cocoons to the incel butterfly. I disagree. But how about this? Misogynists can be cocoons to the red pill butterfly, but to be an incel, we can't forget it's also a state of being. It's also a state of being. Like, while it is an ideology, it also is a state of being. We can't forget that it is an existence. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's an ideology in a state of being. You also have to be involuntarily celibate, as in you cannot find a partner suitable for sex. Nobody wants to fuck you. That's a different thing. It's a different, and I don't. Just cause W Donos, salute, Whiskey. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I want to be careful because I don't want to sound like I'm like trying to like hide it, or trying to like run defense for misogynists. I'm not. I just think that if we were create like how things go, I think misogynists can go to red pill, misogyny can go to red pill, right? They can go to red pill, and then enter the manosphere at greater and find, and then like you get like look smacking. But I do think that's different though. Like I think look smacking is more of a part of like, no, look smacking is a part of like red pill shit, right? Because misogynists can be like, oh, I want to get more women. Oh, I'm taking the red pill. You take the red pill and you realize, or you think you realize that the way to get more women is to be more financially successful and to be more attractive. So then you find the red pill, and then from the red pill you can start getting to look smacking, which is like, how do I make myself this the best version of myself? Bone smashing and shit like that. We're almost loose back around. But all this exists inside the same word of like super woman pleasing, which is inherently different from the baseline, which is like the incels who are rejecting women. Like these incels are like, I don't even like, it's a black pill. I'm not trying anymore. Most of the time it's misogyny than most women. I mean, I think that's just I think it's by sheer proxy of most men being misogynistic, to be honest. I think that's by sheer proxy of men being misogynistic as that's the baseline of man. The baseline of man is misogyny, and most men are misogynist. So, but yeah, by that metric, that's how it works. Yo Dom, do you still have access to the Black Pill Com on Twitter? Is it relevant to this topic? I don't have access to it anymore. When Twitter got rid of the comms, it got rid of a lot of those comms. I hope people know there's something called benevolent patriarchy, which is still a misogynist warp around the nice aesthetics, but views women are less than. Oh, for sure. Benevolent patriarchy. There's something called what is it? What the phrase I'm looking for? I can't think of the phrase. Shit. There's this other phrase I can't think of them. But to give an example of like benevolent patriarchy, or like benevolent misogyny, where we're talking about, we talked about a few months ago now when the girl Rakia Jackson, the WNBA basketball player, got beat up by her boyfriend who played for the Falcons, and a bunch of men were on the timeline being like, "Oh shit, don't beat her up. Oh, I want to kill his ass. Yo, she too bad to get beat on. Yo, you niggas is sickos. You out here beating on pretty women." That kind of thing is like benevolent misogyny, where like niggas are only reacting this way to violent shit like that because they view the women as sexually viable, as somebody that they want to fuck. Yes, chivalric. There it is. Chivalry. That's the word I was looking like. Chivalric misogyny is another thing, which is like that's the thing that happens. Like men are like they think it's like the same thing of like I talk about this a lot of times. Like growing up inside the hood, I was taught not to call women bitches, but I was taught to call them females. Like, go watch Friday. Nigga, the nigga beat up the one Felicia. He punched Felicia. He said, "Hey man, that's a female." Same kind of like chivalric misogyny. It's like you're seeing her as less than still. Like she's not on equal footing as you. Not because you're trying to protect her from somebody bigger and stronger. That's just like a bully. But the language you're using is portraying that like she's less than human. She's just her anatomy. It's that kind of thing. You see what I'm saying? Like this all is this. Misogyny also is a state of being. It's cultural. Incel. What you mean by state of being? Explain that to me. Misogynists are under the misogynist culture. Red pills under misogyny culture. Not all misogynists are red pills or incel, but there's a pipeline. It's saying there's a pipeline is different than saying they're the same, which is all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to point out today. Is that you say that like red pill is under the misogyny culture. You say misogyny is culture. Twin, our culture at large is misogynistic. Like the culture in which we all live in is misogynistic. That it's all patriarchal. And I'm not dismissing it and being like, oh, that's okay. We should just be okay with that version of it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that while there is a pipeline, it's different than that. Like just the overall cultural and our society being misogynist, and like red pill and incel culture, which because our culture is so misogynistic, it creates these pipelines that naturally lead down these like weird these weird ideologies. True, But it's different though. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, the baseline is not the same. Does that make sense to everybody? I feel like this is one of the tougher talks we ever had to do on stream, because I do think it requires so much nuance, which I think our audience is pretty good at, by the way. I think our audience is pretty good at. I think our audience is pretty good at try to be nuanced about this shit, because it is very nuanced. Like, you gotta approach it from like it's tactile. But I think I'm okay with being wrong in this. I'm saying rehabilitation is possible because it's a pipeline. You're saying that we could rehabilitate incels and red pill people so you think pipeline could work backwards? We can suck them back out. I think it's harder. I think, yes, maybe, right? But I do think it's different. Depending on who you ask, red pill has the pickup artist, the gym bro, the hustler monster to get women. Black pill is, at least originally, is you can't get women because of your genetics. Yes. Like, that's truly what it, like, I'm happy you brought that up, because that's how deep red pill content goes. It goes back to pickup artist content on YouTube. Like, it goes back that far. Like, niggas outside, like, and it's kind of like evil doesn't die, it just reinvents itself. Where you see that kind of content happen again today. But yeah. Also, gym bro content is the same thing. Everyone read The Will to Change by Bell Hooks. Good books. By the way, people, some radical feminists, some radical feminist women I know have told me that Bell Hooks was too nice to men. And that's why so many black men like to read her, because she massaged our egos. I thought it was interesting. Because I'm like, I'm not seeing it from like this radical feminist perspective. I'm not seeing it from a perspective of somebody who has been like greatly affected by misogyny my whole life, and reading these books and being like, she's like telling the truth, but she said, the woman who I spoke to said she coddling y'all. I thought it was interesting. That's, feel like most red pill men do need to just go outside. These niggas be outside, bro. These niggas be outside. It's not about that, bro. I used to think that too. It's not about just going outside. It's like, it's a total, like the baseline of it all. The baseline of it all is like, do you see women as people with their own autonomy, and not as the Bible will put it, a piece of your rib, right? The Bible says that woman was made from man ribs. You have to denounce that from your brain and be like, no, she's a person upon herself, completely detached from my manhood. Her womanhood and her existence is different than mine. They're not connected. They can be connected if we decide to grow life together, but I'm not promised this because God says she's made from my rib. That's not how that works. So that's the baseline of it all. The baseline is like, is she a human outside of you? And I think that's that you can't solve that by going outside. You can't solve that by going outside. You can't. It's not solved that way. You solve that by like looking internally and reading and learning stuff and like trying to like acknowledge your faults and like notice your place inside of it all, and like, and how do you like benefit from it, and how do you uphold it? Like, that's where you start. Red pill men do go outside. It's just weird. I think it's a society issue because it's too big into the everyday. No, real shit. No, it's literally like, it's patriarchy. Our society teaches us that women are meant to are nothing more than just like a piece of man. She is like I think my home. Like I told you, I'm talking about my radical homegirl again. She hates the phrase that she hates the phrase behind every strong man that there's a strong woman. She hates that phrase because once again it diminishes a woman who is strong herself, who is a fully fledged out human with thoughts and opinions and things she hates and things she loves and interests, to nothing more than just a piece of a man, like a pillar in a man's life. It reduces her to that. And that's the thing we're all taught as kids, as children. You mean every Martin, had his Coretta. Coretta was a human, not just Martin's wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to protect the kids and teach them how to value humanity. I think that's too vague of a statement, to be honest. I agree with you. I think it's too vague of a statement. Should I echo the damage? Should I echo the damage of the men in the world? Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's just too vague of a statement. There's something I've been trying to talk to niggas about this, about seeing women as I know it's I be trying to talk in the most simplest words I can say. This is her own human. But sometimes I have to give you examples of how baked it is, how baked into this shit is into our society. Like the Bible says that the Bible says that she come from our ribs. In the holy book, the book that most of America believes in, the American religion says that she's nothing more than just a piece of me. That's how baked in as it is. Majority incels started out as teenagers who believe in pseudoscience, like they are genetically inferior, as if their parents don't exist to create them. Yes, I do believe they could change their ideology. Okay, you got it. You got a lot of belief in incels. I don't think that incels are. I don't think most of them are local, but like arbitrary numbers we threw out earlier, right? The arbitrary number we threw out earlier was 5 out of 10 misogynists we think we can fix, right? I'm just not sure how many incels they can fix, because I do think once again, I'm not trying to minimize it. That's why I go on this wrong rampage about how evil and how wicked misogyny is, how baked it is. But just normal standard misogyny that most men have, all men have, is just baked into our society. It's socialized and taught to us from a young age. That is much more easy to teach somebody out of, because it's I think over time you start to form your own opinion on the world, and those opinions change, versus you choosing your own niche community and then start to believe in the ideologies of those communities. What is fixed in this context? Fix an incel or fix a misogynist, I think are just get them to, once again, view women as people. View women as their own objective human beings and not a piece of you or piece of property, or, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's not as ethereal as I'm making it sound, but it is just that straightforward of she's equal to you in every way, shape, or form. The same way, I hate the argument whenever I say that to people. They be but women aren't equal. Women aren't as strong as me. But I'm okay, for sure, that's a fact. But so is but the guy who goes to the gym is also stronger than you. Is he a different species than you? Should you be treated lesser than because the guy who works out is stronger than you? No, right? They are different. They have vaginas. It's inherently different. Okay, some men are balding. You have a full head of hair and he's bald. Is he a different species to you? No, he's not. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Forrest said he'll be here by 8:30. I wonder if he stood by that. That talk did go longer than I expected it would go, but I think we had a good conversation today, chatters. We explored a lot of ideas, tons of them, too many of them actually. I think I was being too nuanced for. I think I was being too nuanced for the internet today, everybody. Too nuanced. It starts at a very young age when we teach young boys to detach from their emotional self and they start leaning into how to be. I mean, you're not wrong about that. 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 I always like the idea, you know, radical thinking of mine. This is like radical. This is something I haven't read in textbooks or whatever. But one of my radical thinkings is I don't like socializing. I'm not going to socialize. If I ever have kids, I'm not socializing my child as man or woman. I'm socializing my child as a person. Because I do think from a young age, you do socialize your child to believe in certain things that uphold patriarchy, which is a very hard thing to try to say because my child will look like they will be masculine or feminine presented. They will have the aesthetics of whatever gender they are. So the whole world will see them as this thing outside of how I'm trying to like raise them, which is like which is another reason why I'm like, I don't want to have kids to like fucking contribute to this bullshit out here. But I wouldn't want to raise my child as like man or woman. I would want to raise my child as person because to lean into to go into that thought, like we do teach our boys at a young age, like they cry. I talked about it a few months ago. I was in the store and his young boy, he was on the ground, he was crying. And his mom said, "Stop crying, suck it up, be a boy. Suck it up, be a boy. Suck it up, be a boy." Versus like, you know, growing up, my mom had 3 boys and 1 girl. And my mom used to like make a whole bunch of food and make me and my brothers big ass plates and be like, "No, but your brothers got to eat more because they're growing boys. Boys got to eat. They're growing boys," as if like she also wasn't a growing child and also needed nourishment to like help her growth. Like, but these are like how we like socialize children. You saying that is that people like socialize kids, and I'm like, I don't want to like feed into that, and I don't think I've done enough work in myself to not lean into that in some ways. Because how am I supposed to look at my daughter crying and not baby her? Now, granted, I also look at my son crying and baby him too, but I do think it's, you know, it's unhealthy, and I just don't know. I just don't know if I'm like, I think I'll be a good parent. I just don't know if I do it right, and I think that's where I'm like, I don't know if that's something I want to do. I don't know if I want to be responsible for the next Hitler. Because imagine like I raise a kid and then like they just genocide a bunch of people. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. Like that's fucking insane. I'm over here trying to raise a human. He just like, actually, I'm going to genocide trans people because my dad raised me as non-binary. Whoa. That wasn't part of the plan, big brother. That wasn't. What made you go that verse? What made you go that verse? All right. I'm done for today. What a wild conversation. It was too nuanced for the internet. You know, too hard for the motherfucking radio. Dodgeman Sharp Yahoo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, shout out to the women who pulled up today. To that one girl, what was her name? I want to say sorry to her because I wanted. What's her name? I forgot her name or their name. I don't know if she go by she or pronouns, but she was fit presented. Coffee 2956. Sorry if I felt like I might have called you dumb earlier. I wasn't trying to do that. I was talking about people who do it. I'm sorry if I called you dumb. Shout out to everybody who fought against this talk today. Gave me different perspective. I think that's fun. That's fun. Desert Base head on my side. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as doing it right. When it comes to kids, it's just you doing your best and hoping they're not shitty. You ain't never lied, my mom. On that note, we gonna end this stream. I'll be back maybe midweek with another one for your head talk. For your head talk. Probably won't be as serious because we got this talk off, so that'd be fun. We already got this talk off. So we're probably gonna do something fun. Hopefully something fun we can do, like a fun react. I want a fun react stream, chat. I want a fun react stream. Actually, matter of fact, if you're in Discord, send me like something fun to react to, bro. I want a fun react. I want to do one stream we just do a fun react again. Like sometimes we do those. I think we did the one with we did the AJ Brown one a few weeks ago, and then we did the girl who fucked her cousin one a few weeks ago. We need that. We need that. We need just more of that. We need more just slop fun reacts, man. Dang, I was working a lot. I wanted to say more about what I was learning. I was learning from Black Pill content. IG Doom Squad. No, I'm about to end. But no, you can put it in Discord. We could talk more. All right, y'all. Catch you next one.